Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story about what if powerful Naruto council bashing Yu-Gi-Oh. Before I start, please support for more amazing content and do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. This is written by Kamen writer Decade Complete and link in description and support writer. Let's start the video. Chapter start. Tsunade was going through paperwork while she was waiting for Team 7. The reason why is that she got a note from her old friend, Chancellor Shepard from Duel Academy, saying that he would like a team of ninja to protect the students of Duel Academy. Chancellor Shepard had a strange feeling that this year was going to dangerous for the students. Yo, Bachan. You wanted to see us. Naruto said, causing a vein to appear on Tsunade's head. I called you here because you three will be on a long-term mission. You'll attend Duel Academy too. Tsunade started until she was interrupted by Naruto's whining. Aw, Bachan, we already graduated from the Ninja Academy, why are you sending us to another Ninja Academy? Naruto asked in a whiny tone about going to school. Tsunade's eyebrow twitched and she had whacked Naruto upside the head. Brat, will you let me finish? Tsunade shouted, causing Sakura to shake her head at Naruto's act and Sasuke to smirk. Stupid dope, I know he deserves to be sent back the academy, but why is Tsunade sending us all back? Sasuke thought. Tsunade cleared her throat. As I was saying. You three will attend Duel Academy to protect the students and attend their classes to ensure their safety. And Duel Academy isn't a ninja school like the Konoha Academy here, it's a school where it teaches students how to play a certain card game that you might be familiar with. Tsunade explained and held up a card with an image of dragon-like creature on it. Sasuke was the first to pick this up. You're sending us to a school where they teach us about duel monsters. Should be a short school time. Tsunade sighed and said. Actually, it's more of what people outside of the shinobi nations go to instead of ninja academies and fights are settled through dueling instead of war. Sakura was confused. But Tsunade-sama, doesn't anyone outside of the shinobi nations use ninja techniques at all? She received a no. While the shinobi continents continued to exist, the rest of the world advanced itself to technology that is far more advanced than what we have. The trio nodded. Also you may call for backup, but I hope that isn't needed. Here are your assigned decks. Sasuke, you have mostly warrior type and fire attribute monsters. Sakura, you have monsters that are powerful in attack and can heal your life points. Naruto, your deck is full of monster with great effects and a new type of monsters called synchro monsters. You'll head out onto the boat that will take you to Domino City. There you will have to get to the Kaiba Dome where the entrance exams by dueling the examiners. You all should pass as I assume you know the game. Tsunade explained. Team 7 nodded and accepted the mission, grabbing their assigned decks. Sasuke and Sakura left to pack while Naruto was asked to stay behind. Yeah, Bachan? Naruto asked. Tsunade gave Naruto a serious glare. Naruto, I am going to make this clear. No one, and I mean no one, is to know your ninja abilities. You blow your cover and I'll send you back to the academy, got it? Naruto was shivering but nodded. Good, now go pack, you have a long journey to go through. Later. Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke arrived to Domino City after a 2-day trip. Sasuke had been dueling all those who know how to duel. Sakura was thinking of interesting combos to use. Naruto was dueling HIMSELF literally with shadow clones and was getting better with the cards he had. As the trio was walking off the boat, they didn't notice a sphere of light connect to Naruto's deck. Okay, the Kaiba Dome is not too far from here. Let's stick together so we can get there on time. Sakura said, reading the map to Domino City. Sasuke nodded, but Naruto's attention was caught by something in an alley. I'll meet you guys there. Naruto said before running off to find out what was going on in the alley. What? Naruto. Sakura shouted, but it was in vain. HMP, leave him. We don't need him anyway. Sasuke said. The two left to the Kaiba Dome while Naruto was investigating what he saw. But Naruto. Naruto ran into the valley and saw a guy in a tuxedo, wearing a white mask and black hat, fighting a monster. Better help the guy. Naruto though as he took out a kunai and hit the monster from behind. The monster roared in pain and turned to Naruto. Hey ugly, bet you can't hit me. Naruto taunted and caused the monster to charge at him. Naruto, using his ninja skills, jumped over the freaky monster. The man in the tux ran up to him. You shouldn't be here, that monster could kill you. Leave quickly, I can handle this. The man said. Yeah, you were doing so great and those injuries aren't really there. Naruto said sarcastically. The man knew that the blonde boy was right there. The monster roared and charged like a bull again, the monster is bull-like just to let you all know. I'm Tuxedo Mask, and you? The newly named Tuxedo Mask. Naruto smirked. The name is Naruto Uzumaki, and this monster's toast. Naruto said as he threw a kunai with an explosive tag on it. The bull-like monster caught the kunai, which then exploded and sent the bull beast into the wall. The beast fell onto the ground lifelessly. Good work, now that is over I can look out. Tuxedo Mask said as he pushed Naruto out of the way of the sudden attack from the bull beast that quickly got up from the explosion. Naruto was shocked to see Tuxedo Mask get impaled in the stomach and chest by the horns of the beast. "You bastard, I'll kick your ass." Rasengan Naruto shouted as he shoved the swirling sphere of chakra in the monster's gut. Tuxedo Mask fell to the ground with 2 large bloody holes on his body. The bull-like monster was destroyed by Naruto's Rasengan and Naruto ran to Tuxedo Mask. Cough cough, I don't have, cough cough, much time left. You must help the Sailor Moon and the Sailor Scouts cough cough. They're going to Duel Academy. Use my power to aid them in their time of need. Tuxedo said until he fell limp, lifeless in Naruto's arms. Then Tuxedo started fade away in light and disappeared completely from the world. A golden sphere was left behind and merged onto Naruto's body. It feels as if it was my fault has died, wait. The Sailor Scouts are heading to Duel Academy. That means Naruto's thoughts trailed off of a new thought. Oh crap, I'm gonna be late. North Pole. In an unseen castle in the North Pole, a man was watching the whole battle using a magic mirror. It was Jedi who was free from his crystal prison due to a cosmic event. Curses. Bad enough that Tuxedo Mask foiled the monster's mission, but this ninja had to show up. No matter. That Earth Prince is now dead, which means Sailor Moon will be heartbroken, which will make it easier to defeat her and take her crystal. I will give her a swift end. It's the least I can do for her, since she made Beryl pay for what she did to me. He said as he looked around. She was a fool for locking up these Renshi and the means to turn them into Renshi beasts. But that he sprinkled some dust on the floor. Arise my army of fear. Foot solders with staff soon appeared. We had a minor setback today, but soon we will have all those cards the students have and make them real. Then we will use the power of the shadow games to gather the energy I need to power the ultimate weapon and take the universe in one swift strike. This time victory will belong to the Negaverse and the Sailor Scouts will meet their end. The Renshi started cheering. Ibadome. HMP, the dope's late. He won't make his exam. At least I won't have dead weight on the mission. Sasuke said. Sakura felt something was off about Sasuke today. Dr. Crowler was finishing the filing. Well, that's all the new duelists, perhaps we might get a better crop this year. One of the proctors walked up to Crowler. Dr. Crowler, we just got a last-minute entry. Crowler chuckled. Well, tell him that he can try his luck next year. Then Crowler's cell phone rang, it was Chancellor Shepard. Why hello Chancellor Shepard. What can I do for you? Crowler sucked up. Dr. Crowler, I was just calling to see that you were giving everyone a chance to attend Duel Academy. Why of course Chancellor, in fact there's a person I wish to interview myself. Crowler said. I see, just don't go overboard Chancellor Shepard hang up. Crowler scowled and got up. I'll duel the next child and I won't need any of the exam decks. Crowler said to the other examiners. Naruto. Naruto had barely made it to the dome and got a dual disc. Man, that fight took a lot of time away from me. Naruto thought and he placed the deck in the dual disc. Crowler's platform rose on the opposite end. So you're the guy I have to duel. What are you, a man or woman? Naruto asked. That's doctor to you. Crowler said as he was finishing putting on his dual disc. The dual disc was different to other dual discs, the part that held the deck and had a life point counter was on his chest, while the part that was the field was connected to a harness below the chest. Naruto placed his deck in the dual disc and it activated. Let's duel, the two said. Naruto. 4,000 Crowler. 4,000. The duel started and both players started fighting each other. Naruto and Crowler drew their hands at the start of the duel. In Crowler's hand was Heavy Storm, 2 Statue of the Wicked, Ancient Gear Golem, and an Ancient Gear Solder. But what Naruto drew shocked him. I don't remember having these cards. Naruto said, and Crowler heard. So the impudent delinquent has different cards than he had, huh? This is too easy. Crowler thought and placed 2 cards face down and summoned Ancient Gear Soldier in attack mode ATK. 1300. Naruto looked at his hand, which contained of Kurobo, 2 warrior-type monsters he has never seen before, Copy Plant, and a double summon. Okay, I never seen these Kamen Rider cards before, I hope they are useful like Bachan said Naruto thought and summon on of the Kamen Rider cards. I summon Kamen Rider Scissors in attack mode ATK. 1500 and I attack your Ancient Gear Soldier. An orange-colored crab-like armored man appeared on the field and attacked the Ancient Gear Soldier. Kamen Rider Scissors used the scissor-like claw on his left arm and stabbed the ancient machine in the chest, destroying the monster. Naruto. 4,000 Crowler. 3,800. The dust cleared and Crowler was scowling. I never heard of Kamen Rider monsters, did you forge them? Crowler asked, never seeing that kind of monster before. Naruto shook his head. Sorry, but this is a legitimate card. I hope. Naruto said thought. Crowler scoffed and it was his turn. Then next card was ejected from the deck holder. I play Heavy Storm to destroy all face-down spell cards on the field, which means my 2 statues of the wicked are destroyed. The 2 trap cards are destroyed and 2 gold monster serpents appeared. Next, sacrifice my wicked tokens to summon Ancient Gear Golem. A giant old-looking robot appeared on the field. ATK. 3000. Say goodbye to that Kamen Rider, Ancient Gear Golem, destroy that pathetic monster. Crowler said, and the giant machine golem attacked Kamen Rider Scissors. Scissors was instantly destroyed. As Scissors was destroyed, Naruto discarded the Kuribo card. Naruto. 4000 Crowler. 3800. Crowler rose an eyebrow. Check your dual disc, it seems to be malfunctioning. Naruto shook his head. Nope, I had a Kuribo in my hand. Its effect prevented damage from your attack. Naruto said. Crowler scowled then smirked. Too bad you won't survive in no more than 1 or 2 more turns. Naruto drew a pot of greed. I hope this gets me something to get me out of this jam, Naruto thought, and activated the pot of greed. I activate pot of greed, this allows me to draw 2 cards from my deck. Naruto said as he drew 2 magic cards. One magic card was named Henshin Justice, while the other was called Final Attack Ride. Decade. Now Naruto's hand consisted of double summon, copy PLANTLV.1, ATK. 0 def. 0, a Kamen Rider card called DECADELV.7, ATK 2400 def 2250, Henshin Justice, and Final Attack Ride. Decade. Maybe I can make this work. Naruto thought. We'll see about that. In the stands. Several examiners and examinees that finished their duels were watching Crowler's duel with Naruto. A dark-haired teen male in a blue blazer wasn't looking happy. I never heard of these Kamen Rider cards, they must be weak if Crowler destroyed on that easily. He thought. A dark blue-haired teen in a white and blue blazer was also watching the duel, intrigued by Crowler's legendary monster. So that Crowler's legendary card. There was a blonde-haired girl in a similar blazer with no sleeves. This duel could be over for the kid. The blonde said. Sasuke was glaring at Naruto, he never showed a Kamen Rider card on the boat to Domino City. Sakura was surprised that Naruto still has more life points than the person he was dueling. A teen with 2 shades of brown hair was really enjoying the duel. Back to the duel. I activate the magic card, Henshin Justice. What this card does is allow me to special summon a Kamen Rider without the requirements need, such as the need for tributes. I special summon Kamen Rider Decade in attack mode ATK 2400, Naruto said, as 10 symbols appeared that then turned into grey images that merged into one being. Then magenta rectangles came from the belt buckle and attached themselves to the being's face. He had green triangular bug eye lenses and had a large white X on the left side of his body. Crowler started laughing. You think that monster is strong enough to destroy my gear golem? Its attack points aren't strong enough to even dent my life points with my golem on the field. Naruto smirked and revealed another spell card with an image that had a blue background and a gold-yellow symbol. Not if I activate this. I play the spell Final Attack Ride. Decade. The spell card appeared onto the field and then shrank to a yellow card that appeared in Decade's hand. The buckle opened and the card was placed inside it, then Decade closed the buckle. Final Attack Ride. Decade, the buckle spoke and 10 yellow cards appeared in front of Decade. Decade then jumped up. Crowler was suspicious to what is happening. What's going on? Naruto chuckled. You see, when I have Decade on the field and this card is activated, I can destroy one of your monsters and inflict damage equal to half of your monster's attack points. But it cost my Kamen Rider's actual attack. Naruto explained as Decade flew through the yellow cards and went through Ancient Gear Golem's chest. The golem started to break apart and fell on top of Crowler before fading away. Naruto. 4000 Crowler. 2300. Naruto's turn wasn't over yet. And I'm not done. I only special summon so I can still summon a monster. So I summon Copy Plant in attack mode. ATK. 0. And I'm not done yet. You see, I'm going to summon another new type of monster. I tune my Copy Plant to my Kamen Rider Decade to synchro summon my Stardust Dragon in attack mode. Naruto explained. A creature to what looks like a combination of roots merged together with eyes appeared on the field. Then Copy Plant turned into some green rings and the rings flew towards Decade, surrounding him. Decade's body started to turn into orange outlines and a flash of pale green light revealed a silver and light blue dragon. Its attack points was at 2500. Most of the audience was in awe at the sight of the dragon. Wow, what is that dragon? I've never seen anything like it. Crowler said, scared at the sight of the dragon. Naruto smirked. This is Stardust Dragon, a synchro dragon and my ticket to winning this duel. Go Stardust Dragon. End this duel with cosmic flare. Stardust Dragon opened its mouth and fired dusty fire at Crowler and drained what life points Crowler had left. Naruto. 4000 Crowler. 0. Oh yeah, I going to Duel Academy. Naruto said, enjoying the loud applause and cheering over the duel. Though unknown to Naruto, there was a hidden camera in the block where Naruto and Crowler was dueling. An unknown location. Well Kaiba boy, it looks like I picked a good holder for my Kamen Rider cards. As well as the first set of synchro cards, said Pegasus as he and Kaiba had watched the whole duel via secret cameras in the exam room. I just hope he and his ninja team can protect the students. With everything we heard so far I'm worried for their safety, said Kaiba. You worry too much. Anyway my company is almost done with those speed spell cards. How are the new duel runners coming along? Asked Max. The prototypes should be ready within the week, said Kaiba. That's fine. I think this Naruto can make a fine test pilot. And if the tests prove successful I think he should have the first 5 of the assembly line. I'll pay for them myself, said Max. Why 5? What's your game this time Pegasus? Asked Kaiba. Why Kaiba boy, don't you know I don't give away surprises? Asked Pegasus. Kaiba grumbled and walked out. Your destiny as a signer will soon be known Naruto Uzumaki, said Pegasus to himself as he looked to the TV once again. And you'll be the hero you are meant to be. At the Hokage Tower. Tsunade had received a letter from Team 7 that they all passed the exam. Sakura and Sasuke were going into Obelisk Blue while Naruto was in Slifer Red. I hope that Shepard and this Pegasus knows what they're doing. I could be sending Naruto and Sakura in unneeded danger. The Uchiha I could care less about. Tsunade thought, having a bad history with Uchiha. She was also heading to another council meeting and she entered the council room. The Shinobi and Civilian Council was about to discuss the mission that Team 7 went on. Tsunade, it has come to our attention that you sent that demon to another academy to not only learn new jutsu, but to protect students while they become a future generation of ninja. Why would you do an idiotic thing? A fat civilian demanded. Tsunade glared. Naruto is not a demon and the academy he's going to isn't a ninja one. Duel Academy is made for students to learn how to duel successfully in the rest of the world outside of the shinobi nations. The same fat civilian scoffed while a slimmer and heavily bearded civilian male tried to prove Tsunade's claim false. What makes you think there aren't ninja outside of the shinobi elemental nations? The rest of the world could be taken over by Orochimaru or the enemy villages. Tsunade's sweat dropped. I traveled outside of the shinobi nations with Shizune for a few years and saw that the rest of the world was more advanced and no one accessed their chakra. In fact their chakra is too little and most of the population has lost their ability to access it unless trained at an early age like we do. Danzo was curious. What do you mean by being more advanced than the shinobi nations? Nothing is more advanced than our technology. Tsunade shook her head. Nope, there's a city I've been to called Domino City. That city is where the whole evolution of the game Duel Monsters started from a simple card came to a game where creatures are summoned through holograms that is sort of similar to our summoning jutsu. The only thing is that these monsters aren't real unless you count the ancient way before even the ninja era started and that these monsters have their own realm that only certain individuals can access. Tsunade explained as she met not only her friend outside of the elemental nations, but she also met with the king of games. Danzo wanted the technology and the power to summon these duel monsters for real. The rest of the civilians scoffed. You're just tricking us to protect that demon. Yumeru Haruno, bastard husband of Rose Haruno. Tsunade sighed, as did the shinobi side whom believed Tsunade. They had hoped that Naruto would be alright. At Duel Academy. The boat was arriving to Duel Academy with all the new students. Each freshman was told where their dorms were. The Obelisk Blues went to a very large mansion, the Raw Yellows went to a medium mansion, but the Slifer Reds were told to go to a shack that was near a cliff. Naruto went inside his new dorm and was greeted by a voice that shouted, "You're our roommate." Sweet. He looked and saw the same brown-haired guy he saw at his exam, along with a white-haired kid with glasses. Hi. I'm Naruto Uzumaki and you are?" asked Naruto, a bit surprised that there's someone as hyperactive as him. "My name's Jaden Yuki. And this is my friend Cirrus Truesdale. That was a sweet duel you put up at your exam," said Jaden. "Thanks. That teacher wasn't so tough. I wouldn't say it to his face, but he's got a face only a mother can love," said Naruto, making his roommates laugh. "That's Dr. Crowler for you. We should have a duel sometime. You sure know how to get your game on," said Jaden. "You know, I think we just might. Nice catchphrase," said Naruto as he started to unpack. At the Slifer cafeteria. All the Slifer freshmen had entered to eat their welcoming dinner but were disappointed at what they got. They got a bowl of rice, some grilled fish, and a small serving of vegetables. "This is our welcome dinner?" one of the Slifer Reds asked. Naruto and Jaden didn't care what it was, they just started chowing down. Later at night. That night when he's sure his roommates are asleep, Naruto was on the roof looking at the full moon. Whoever thought there was a kingdom up there 100 years ago? He asked himself. If I'm going to help the Sailor Scouts I should think up a better disguise. Tuxedos are not very ninja-like. Perhaps I can help you, Naruto Uzumaki. A voice said. Naruto looked to see a white-haired boy with a golden horn wearing a white and blue outfit. You must be Helios. I recall you from the memories I got from Darien, said Naruto. Yes, I am. I watched the whole thing. I'm sorry I couldn't help, but my mission is to protect the golden crystal, said Helios, pointing to the horn on his head. No big deal. A lot of dreams would be lost if you lose that thing. So what brings you here? Asked Naruto. I have the power to give you a better superhero persona if you would accept my help, said Helios. You bet I do. So am I going to get a cool outfit and powers? Asked Naruto, making Helios chuckle. Yes, I am. Those Kamen Rider cards you have in your deck gave me the inspiration, said Helios, making the golden crystal glow. Soon a new item appeared in Naruto's hands. Wow, thanks. So what does it do? Asked Naruto. When the time comes you would know. Farewell, Naruto Uzumaki, and good luck, said Helios as he disappeared. Naruto looked at the item and put it in his pocket and went off to bed. Obelisk Blue Dorm Boy sighed. Sasuke was looking out the window. He had felt some kind of power appear for a moment before disappearing. Whatever power was here, I will take it, as only the Uchiha clan deserves that power, Sasuke thought, wanting more power to kill him. Obelisk Blue Dorm Girl sighed. The girl with blonde hair and long twin tails was also looking out the window. Earlier she had felt something was wrong with a boy she cares about, as he wasn't here. Darien, where are you? She thought. She went to bed after a while. Chancellor's office. Shepard was sitting in his office, thinking of the team Tsunade sent to protect the school and hoped that they would be enough to defeat any evil and danger that's heading to the academy. It was going to be a long year. Hokage Tower. This Tsunade might be helpful in the upcoming war. Tonight is a full moon lined up with Pluto. I can restore her youth with the golden crystal, thought Helios as he appeared outside Tsunade's window. She dreams about being with Naruto a lot. Now to make that dream come true. With that afterthought, the golden crystal activated again. And the glow was guided to Tsunade. Once done, he transported himself to her dream world. Dream world? What's going on? Where am I? Asked Tsunade to herself as she was looking around in a void of some kind. Welcome to Illusion, Lady Tsunade, said Helios as he appeared. Who are you and why did you bring me here? Asked Tsunade as she took a stance. I am Helios and it is only your dream self that is here. I mean no harm. I brought you here so we can talk, said Helios, showing his hands. What about? Asked Tsunade. It concerns Naruto, said Helios. Why are you after him? Asked Tsunade. You got me all wrong. It is part of my duty to serve him since my prince gave him his right of caste. To better explain all this we should go on a journey to the past. And you shall see everything you need to know, said Helios before he turned into his Pegasus form. Please get on my back. And don't worry, I can handle your weight. Not that you're fat, mind you. Good choice of words, said Tsunade, climbing aboard. As soon as she was on, Helios took to the sky. Below us now is the history of this kingdom, which started about 1,000 years ago, said Helios, which made Tsunade look down. Soon she saw the history of the Silver Millennium and its downfall and the hands of the Nagaverse. She then saw how Queen Serenity sealed them up and sent the lost souls to be reborn. So there was life in the rest of the solar system? Asked Tsunade. Yes. The Negaverse was slowed down but not stopped. Hang on, there's more to see, said Helios before showing Tsunade the history of the Sailor Scouts. Those reborn girls are the Sailor Scouts I read so much in my travels? Asked Tsunade. Yes. With their connection to the cosmic force that gives them their planet powers, it could be easy for them to access their chakra, said Helios. What does all this have to do with Naruto? Asked Tsunade. We're over my prince's final battle now. Look down and you'll know, said Helios, showing Tsunade what happened before Naruto got to Duel Academy. Great. I warned Naruto not to break his cover and now he has to help these girls, said Tsunade. Don't be so sure, said Helios before showing her his own meeting with Naruto. I take those words back, said Tsunade. You should know about how duel monsters came to be, said Helios before showing her the history of the Shadow Games. Brat. Why didn't my poker cards have magic powers? I would have won more often, sighed Tsunade. There's one more area to see, said Helios before showing her the history of the people of the stars and the Crimson Dragon. Naruto's in this how? Asked Tsunade. He and the Moon Princess bear 2 marks of the dragon, said Helios, making Tsunade slap her forehead as they landed. Once on the ground, Tsunade hopped off and Helios resumed his human form. If this is as big as you say, I should send backup, she said. Not too much right now. The dorm Naruto's staying at does need a new head of house as the last one got turned into a ghost. I advise sending Lady Kushina, said Helios. What are you talking about? She's dead, said Tsunade. If she is, then her dreamlight would go out. But it is still active as I can see, said Helios in a matter-of-fact way. But Danzo told my sensei. Tsunade started to say but stopped when she said that name. Why, that fibbing, conniving, control freak of a traitor. I'll see that he'll suffer every ounce of pain before I kill him myself, she screamed. I'm sure you will. I use my powers to restore your youth so you can follow your dream of being with a man that has healed your heart, said Helios before Tsunade took him a super strong hug. Oh, thank you so much, she cried. When she let go, Helios was gasping for air. It was my honor, he said when he got his breath back. You shall return to your body now. Farewell and good luck. A bright flash of light and Tsunade jerked upright in her bed. As she got out of bed, she saw a note. When she opened it, the note said, "Oh Lady Tsunade, I almost forgot. You should use shadow clones to help with the paperwork. Helios." Once the note was put down, the reader slapped her forehead. Elsewhere, a certain perverted toad sage was doing what he does best. Peeping on Woer doing research for his next book when a loud voice screamed, "Why didn't I think of that in the first place?" Making him fall in the women's hot spring from the tree he was on. Needless to say, he got a major beatdown. That sounded like Tsunade, he thought after he recovered. I better check and see if she's alright. So he went to the tower. Elsewhere in the dream realm, Serena found herself what looked like space. Where am I? Serena asked. Helios appeared right in front of her. Hello again, Serena, it is good to see you, my princess. Helios greeted. Helios, what are you doing here and where's Darien? Serena asked. Helios gained a saddened look on his face. I'm afraid that he was killed by a Renshi bull. It was destroyed with the help of a ninja that was aiding him, but Darien sacrificed himself to save the ninja from the surprise attack. Serena started to cry, her love was gone, dead, and she was alone. Helios gave Serena a handkerchief to wipe her tears. Do not worry, when the time comes a new hero will come to aid you and the Sailor Scouts, Helios said. Serena was going to ask what he meant, but she was awoken by the alarm clock. End chapter. Chapter start. So let me get this straight, while you were sleeping, a man with a golden horn named Helios appeared in your dreams. He also told that there was life in the solar system, but was attacked by a force called the Negaverse before being slowed and sealed, and that Naruto was in a fight with a beast that killed the Prince of the Earth and now has to help these Sailor Scouts under a new alias, and that you're young again. Right, how much did you drink last night? Jiraiya asked. Shizune's sweat dropped, though she is glad that Tsunade was working on her paperwork with the system. Shadow clones, who knew? I'm telling the truth, Tsunade said as her clones did the work for her. Jiraiya thought the pressure got to her, he also thought it was a stressful job. Tsunade sighed, somehow she figured this would happen. Damn it, if they saw Helios then they would believe me. Tsunade thought. Someone call me. Helios appeared suddenly, causing Jiraiya to take a battle stance. Who are you? Jiraiya commanded. Tsunade answered for Helios. Helios nodded. Yes, and I have news on Kushina's whereabouts, Helios said, waving his arm to reveal the image of a rebuilt whirlpool village. That's Yuzu no Kuni, but though it was destroyed. Jiraiya recognized that village from the pictures Kushina had from her village. Helios smiled. It was rebuilt and Kushina is there, Helios said before disappearing. Okay, now I believe you. There is no way you could fake that, and I didn't detect a genjutsu, Jiraiya said. Tsunade smirked in victory. Alright Jiraiya, now head out to Yuzu and find Kushina and explain everything. She is going to be needed as the Slifer dorm teacher will eventually be turned to a spirit. How I don't know, Helios just told me, and she might make a great replacement. Jiraiya nodded. Back at Duel Academy. Naruto was walking out of the student's store with the comic books he brought so he can learn superhero tactics. He was reading one about Spider-Man. Wow. This guy uses witty banter to catch his foes off guard so they can be easier to beat. Maybe I can use something like that. Sasuke always did say I annoy him when I talk at times. He was so into the small comic he didn't see the dust cloud coming to him in a fast pace. Wham. Anyone got the license of that hit and run driver? Asked a dazed Naruto before he fainted. Oh no. Mister, I'm so sorry I was so late, cried a female voice which snapped Naruto out of it fast to take a good look at her since he knows that voice from Darien's memories. Let's see. Blonde hair, blue eyes, hair done in a style that's 2 pigtails and 2 buns, lateness habit and a bit of a jinx. Zoinks. Sailor Moon. Why did I read that Scooby-Doo comic? He thought. Sir, are you okay? Asked Serena. Yeah. My name's Naruto, and you are? My name's Serena. A pretty name for a pretty lady, said Naruto, making the girl blush. That's sweet of you to say, said Serena. I did mean it. You know that was kinda awkward how we just met. You want to go somewhere for a bite to eat? I may be from Red, but I do know how to improvise, said Naruto. It's kinda a bit too sudden for me. I had a boyfriend that got killed recently and I haven't gotten over it yet," said Serena. "Well, I'm sure he would want you to move on. Getting over the pain of loss is hard, I know. I once knew an old man who was like a grandfather to me," said Naruto. "Oh, I'm so sorry," said Serena. "It was a long time ago. But I still remember that day." "Rain check?" asked Naruto. "I would like that," said Serena before checking her watch. "Ack. I'm supposed to meet my friends. I gotta go. See you later," she screamed before running off. This has got to be one of the silliest first meetings made by a couple, Naruto thought before picking up his comic. Now where was I? Later. The headmaster was in his office doing some paperwork when his intercom rang. "Yes?" he asked. "Sir, your 2 o'clock is here," came the voice of his aide. "Thank you, please let them in," said the headmaster before Team 7 walked in the door. "I would like to start by welcoming you three in Duel Academy," he greeted before the door closed. "Thank you, sir," said Sakura. Whatever," said Sasuke. "I am so stoked to be here, sir," said Naruto, making the headmaster chuckle. "Tsunade told you why you're here, right?" he asked, getting a nod from all three of them. "These files I made for you is a list that concerns me so far." The team took the files and looked through them. "Yes, this does look like something a ninja can handle," said Sakura. "Yes, and I was told you three are the best ones for the job," said the headmaster. "You bet we are. This trouble will be dealt with so great that the mastermind behind all this will wish he or she has never been born. Believe it," said Naruto, making the headmaster chuckle again. "Thank you so much. Aside from the payment I prepared for the village, I also took the liberty to give the three of you a weekly paycheck during your stay here," said the headmaster, giving them their first checks. "Also, through a joint effort between Mr. Kaiba, Mr. Pegasus, and myself, a secret headquarters was made so you can train in your ninja skills in private as well as looking over the whole school." With that, he handed Sasuke a map. "You can go there first, Mr. Uchiha. I need someone with your skills to make sure it's secure." "You got that right," said Sasuke as he left. "Now then," said the headmaster, getting Naruto and Sakura's attention. "Tsunade and I go way back and she made me promise that I would look after the two of you whenever I can." With that, he handed them each a cell phone. "These phones each has my private unbugged number on speed dial. So if you need me you can give me a call." "Thanks, sir," said Sakura. "How these work?" asked Naruto. "The box is there and has instructions." "Sakura, could you give this file to Dr. Crowler, please?" asked the headmaster. "Sure thing," said Sakura, going out. "Naruto, Tsunade told me you had a unique power in you that made most of the people in Konoha mad at you. I was a friend of the 4th Hokage. He came to the nearby city when he was a chunin. I'm sure he knew what he was doing. I don't judge a book by its cover like those idiots. If anyone gives you any trouble, let me know," said the headmaster. "Thank you, sir," said Naruto as the headmaster placed a hand on his shoulder. "You remind me of Jade and Yuki in some ways. I take it you two met?" he asked. "He's one of my roommates," said Naruto, making the headmaster chuckle for a third time. "I made sure of that as soon as I found out you got assigned to Slifer Red. The trouble always go to him for some reason, and Tsunade told me you have a talent for making the impossible happen," he said. "She got that right," said Naruto. "Glad to hear it, my boy. Now, as soon as Sakura comes back, how about we check out your headquarters?" asked the headmaster. "You bet," exclaimed Naruto. "At the Negaverse HQ. I'll need to test out this ninja's skill so I can see if he'll be a worthy foe," Jedi said to himself, watching Naruto via his spy mirror. "Camille." "Yes, Master Jedi," a woman with black hair asked as she appeared out of a wall. "I didn't free you from your stone prison to watch you do nothing. Take a squad of Renshi and spread fear in Duel Academy while getting as much cards as you can," ordered Jedi. "As you wish, master," said Camille before she left. "At Duel Academy? Really, Naruto? Did you have to sleep through that class?" asked Sakura during class changing time. "I already have that stuff down, Sakura-chan, so I'll be alright," said Naruto. "Whatever. No skin off my back if you get an F," said Sasuke. Naruto was about to retort when the trio saw the Renshi. "What are those?" asked Sakura. "Trouble. We need to get those creeps away so we can deal with them," said Naruto. "Who put you in charge, dope?" asked Sasuke. "Well, how else can we deal with them?" asked Naruto, going to the Renshi. "Excuse me. Is this bad guy or us? I would like to hire you for a train heist." The Renshi looked at him. "What? You don't like working the railroad?" With that, Naruto took off with the Renshi in hot pursuit. Soon they came to the woods where Sasuke and Sakura joined them. "See, guys. We can bust them here and no one can see us. When we're done, I'm gonna find out how you learned wise cracks," said Sasuke as he started to fight some Renshi. As the fight went on, a group swiped some of Sasuke's cards and he was chasing them while another group had Sakura pinned down. Naruto went to her rescue. That tears it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto and his clones beat down every Renshi that had Sakura and they went running for their lives just as Sasuke came back with his deck. "Why didn't you save me, Sasuke-kun?" asked a shaky Sakura. "Save a useless girl like you? I don't think so. The best you can do for this team is being bait and book smarts," said Sasuke, making her cry. Naruto went up to his face. "That's not true and you know it. Remember what Kakashi-sensei taught us? Those who disobey the rule are trash, but those who abandon their comrades are worse than trash. If he was here right now, he'd be ashamed of you." He lectured as a mark that looks like a dragon's head appears on his arm, shocking him and Sakura for a bit, but Sasuke didn't see. "Who made you team leader anyway? You do not outrank me," said Sasuke. "Then how about we duel? Whoever wins can be the team leader for this mission," offered Naruto. "Fine. But you leave your Stardust Dragon out of it," said Sasuke. "I don't need to waste Stardust's power on you," said Naruto. "We'll meet back at Ninja Ops in 4 hours." "Fine," said Sasuke before he left. Naruto went to a still crying Sakura. "After everything we've been through, he still doesn't like me. He was willing to let me be killed," she sobbed. "Sasuke's so bent on revenge he doesn't care about anything else or anyone," said Naruto. "After everything I did to you, how can you still care for me? I'm useless," sobbed Sakura. "No, you're not. Lady Tsunade herself took you under her wing for a reason. You have the makings of being the next greatest maiden in Konoha has ever seen," said Naruto. "My parents never liked you. I can see now they're the dumbest parents in the world. Thank you so much, Naruto-kun," cried Sakura as she hugged him. "Do you want to go out tonight?" asked Naruto. Sakura nodded against his chest. "Okay, but first you have kick Sasuke's butt in a duel," Sakura said, with Naruto nodding. "No problem, Sakura-chan, but can you hold Stardust Dragon for me?" Naruto asked, handing Sakura his Stardust Dragon. Sakura nodded and held the card to her chest. "Ninja Op." Sasuke was waiting for Naruto in the Ninja Op. The entire headquarters looks like a Japanese mansion room with computers and high-tech GADGETRY. Think, the Power Rangers Ninja Storm headquarters. Naruto finally entered the Op with Chancellor Shepard, Sakura, Kaiba. He was interested in seeing the blonde's next duel, and Maximilian Pegasusa Ms. Kaiba. Sasuke and Naruto placed their decks in their duel discs. "Let's duel," they said, and their duel discs became active. Naruto. 4,000 Sasuke. 4,000. Sasuke and Naruto drew their cards. Sasuke was going first. "I play Polymerization and fuse Flame Manipulator and Misaki the Legendary Swordsman to summon the Flame Swordsman in attack mode ATK. 1800 and I summon Ultimate Baseball Kid in attack mode ATK. 500 plus 1000 effect powered equals 1500. Finally I placed 2 cards face down." "Top that dope," Sasuke said. He already had an advantage over Naruto by having 2 monsters on the field. Naruto's turn and he drew. "Let's see, what can I do?" Naruto said and looked at his cards. His hand consisted of Dark Magician, Speed Warrior, Junk Synchron, Double Summon, Call of the High Magic, and Pot of Greed. "Let's work, see if I can get this to work." I activate the spell, Pot of Greed. This allows me to draw 2 cards. Naruto said as he drew his own Polymerization and Brain Control. "Next I activate Call of the High Magic to bring the Dark Magician from my hand in attack mode ATK. 2500. The Dark Magician appeared on the field, but Naruto wasn't done. Far from being done, next I play Double Summon, allowing me to summon both Speed Warrior and Junk Synchron to the field. Naruto summoned 2 more monsters on the field. Next I tune my Junk Synchron to my Speed Warrior to synchro summon. Naruto started, but Sasuke interrupted. "I thought I told you to leave the Stardust Dragon out of this duel." Naruto smirked. "Sorry chicken, but you don't really know about synchro summons. They aren't like fusion monsters. Synchro monsters require a certain level of material in order to summon them. Stardust Dragon is a level 8 and I'm summoning a level 5 synchro monster. I synchro summon Junk Warrior in attack mode ATK. 2300, both Speed Warrior and Junk Synchron disappeared and in a flash of light, an large, purple warrior appeared on the field. Sasuke backed up, Naruto already had 2 more powerful monsters than him. Naruto smirked. "And I'm not done, I play Brain Control to take possession of your Flame Swordsman." Naruto said as he activated his spell card that sent 2 hands that grabbed Flame Swordsman and placed it on Naruto's side of the field. "So what, you may have more monsters than me, but I am an Uchiha, I cannot lose," Sasuke said arrogantly. Naruto smirked and revealed his Polymerization. "I activate Polymerization to fuse." Naruto started until Sasuke started laughing. I doubt you have anything to fuse, nothing can fuse with the dark magician, and I don't think there are any fusions that require synchro monsters. Boy duck butt, if you'd stop cutting and I'd be finished by now. Say goodbye to your flame swordsman because I fuse him to dark magician to create the dark flare knight. ATK. 2200, Sasuke grew mad, that card was supposed to be his. I demand that you return my monster to me at once. Naruto sighed. Man, you should be called demanding McShouty. This is my monster team, and your monster was part of the fusion material I needed. Now Dark Flare Knight, attack ultimate baseball kid with Dark Flare slash. The Dark Flare Knight's blade started to glow darkly and sliced the ultimate baseball KIDATK. Back to 500, up. Sasuke's life points went down. Naruto also commanded Junk Warrior to attack Sasuke directly to inflict more damage. Naruto. 4000 Sasuke. 0, wow, one turn kill. That is going to be rare in this story. How? Muttered Sasuke as he sank to his knees. No one likes a sore loser, Sasuke. Now since I'm the team leader for this mission and since you question my orders, you get to be in charge of cleaning ninja ops for a week. Said Naruto handing Sasuke some cleaning stuff. You can start in the bathroom. I dumped what's left of last night's dinner in there. When this mission is over dope I'll get even. Swore Sasuke before he got to the bathroom. Once there he screamed what in blue blazes did the dough beat. Oh how sweet justice is. Said Naruto before he went up to Sakura. Did I pass the test? That and much more. Said Sakura before giving him a long passionate kiss on the lips. Count me in as being your first wife. She added when the kiss ended. First wife? Asked a dazed Naruto. I checked the records back home. You are the only male Uzumaki in the village. Which means you fall under the craw. Said Sakura. Seeing Naruto's confused look she explained it to him. Are you alright with me taking in a whole army of wives? Asked Naruto. Naruto-kun, you have a heart that's way too big for just me to handle, so I need all the help I can get. Said Sakura as a new thought came to her. You think you can give Ino a chance? I would like to mend things with her. Sure. Said Naruto taking back his Stardust Dragon. And there's this roommate I have in my dorm that lost her boyfriend not too long ago. Her name's Serena. Would you like to meet her? Asked Sakura. We met earlier. Said Naruto. She ran into me. Oh. There's one more girl I would like you to consider. Said Sakura before telling him about Hinata, which made Naruto get a shocked look on his face. So that's why. Said Naruto. Every time I talk with her she always stuttered. And she would faint. I always thought it was the way she was raised. That was only part of it. Said Sakura. Well, once I do take her out, I hope her father won't be mad. Said Naruto. I wouldn't worry about that. He was a friend of the fourth Hokage. Said Sakura. May I cut in on this little lava fist for a bit? Pegasus asked before going to Naruto before shaking his hand. That was an impressive duel, Naruto, my boy. Thank you, Mr. Pegasus. Said Naruto. As much as I hate to admit, I have to agree. You show great talent, Naruto. Said Kaiba. Thank you, Mr. Kaiba. Said Naruto. Kaiba boy and I have came up with a new dueling system and we would like to know if you would help us test it. Said Pegasus. Mr. Pegasus, it would be an honor. Said Naruto. Splendid, my boy. Said Pegasus giving Naruto a map. Please meet us at what's indicated in here. And you can bring your girlfriend if you like. You'll be dueling against me. Said Kaiba. So I expect you to bring your A game with you. Oh, I will. Believe it. Said Naruto. Well, now that's settled. Said Pegasus. We'll see you tomorrow after school. See you then. With that he and Kaiba left. Later at night. Naruto and Sakura were walking to the obelisk blue dorm. Sakura wanted Naruto to walk her back to her dorm. Thank you, Naruto-kun, I hope you do well tomorrow. Sakura said as she kissed Naruto on the cheek. Naruto smiled and said his farewell as he watched Sakura return to her dorm before returning to his own. I'm home. Said Sakura as she walked in her dorm room. Where have you been all day? Asked Serena as she greeted her roommate wearing her nightgown. Doing some soul searching. Said Sakura as she placed a picture of Naruto on the stand by her bed before changing into her own nightgown. You know Naruto? Asked Serena. We're from the same hometown. Said Sakura. What's he like? Asked Serena. Well, in some ways you act a lot like him. Said Sakura. I was hoping to date him. Said Serena as tears started to form. I can share. Naruto's heart is too big for just me to fill. He's the last male of his family and where we come from, a guy like that can have more than one wife. Said Sakura. I never heard of a place like that. Said Serena. Well, I need to trust you enough to give you the details. It's the orders of my town leader. Said Sakura going to bed. Night. What is she talking about? Thought Serena. With Naruto. Man, that duel with Sasuke really pushed me hard today. What was that glowing mark on my arm? thought Naruto as he got ready for bed. I always knew he was a jerk, but to make Sakura cry like that is no way to treat a lady. With that he got into bed and fell asleep. Hello again Naruto, said Helios as he appeared in Naruto's dreamscape. Helios? What brings here in my dream? Asked Naruto. I figured today's event sparked some questions that need some answers, so I came to give some insight, said Helios. I was hoping you would say that. Where should we start? Asked Naruto. Helios made 2 motorcycles appear. Hop on one of these and you'll see, he said. I thought you was gonna use your horse form to give me a ride, said Naruto as he got on a bike. Please Naruto. I only use that for the ladies, said Helios getting on the other bike. Good thing I played a video game that has these things a few times back home when I was a kid, said Naruto. And you always got the high scores, chuckled Helios as they got their helmets on. For Helios his was modified so his horn can fit through it. Ready to ride, said Naruto as he revved up his bike. Then follow me, said Helios driving his bike down a magical yellow road with Naruto on his tail. Scenes below the road appear. Watch these scenes as I tell the tale, began Helios. Insert story here. So I'm one of these signers? Asked Naruto. Yes, and Serena is one also, said Helios. These days just keep getting better and better for me, said Naruto with a sarcastic tone. They're about to get better, your mother is coming to Duel Academy to be your new dorm head, Helios said, nearly causing Naruto to fall off the motorcycle he was on. My mother is alive. But I thought Naruto started. Helios interrupted. She is alive, she was lied to because of Danzo wanting to use you. Naruto started becoming ticked off, he wanted to kick Danzo's ass. With all these dangers coming, you could use all the help you can get, said Helios as they drove down a new road that leads to a certain sewer that our knucklehead knows all too well. Hi Whoopi. I know he give me his chakra when I need it, but if he gets free, he might trash the school and the world, said Naruto. Our foxy friend is really a she. You my friend have a lot to learn about kitsunes and their tricks. Look below and you'll see why she attacked Konoha in the first place, said Helios before Naruto looked down to see his tenant's story. I should have known Uchiha was behind that. And one that's supposed to be dead no less. I'll hunt that jerk down and make him pay 100,000-fold, declared Naruto. That's so sweet of you Naruto, a female voice said from within a well-known cage. I see you're using your true voice Kyuubi, said Helios. Helios you can call me by my real name. You know I can't stand it when my title is used on me, Kyuubi grumbled. I'm glad you still remember your real name Amaya, said Helios. That's her real name? That's pretty. If I recall right it means night rain, said Naruto. Thanks. I was born on a rainy night. That's how my parents gave me my name. Sorry I can't come closer to the bars in my human form because I don't have any clothes, said Amaya. I can fix that, said Helios making a beautiful kimono appear before sending it through the bars. Thanks, said Amaya putting it on before going to the bars. Naruto took in her form. Red hair, purple eyes and she is the same height he is, with a C-cup chest. Beautiful, said Naruto making Amaya blush. As you know Amaya, Naruto needs your power to stay alive. But I figured out a bypass so you can be free, said Helios. And that is? Asked Amaya. With the golden crystal I can make it so you can leave while having only 2 tails worth of power. The rest need to stay with Naruto. You can regenerate your lost powers over time. Do you agree? Asked Helios. Amaya nodded with tears in her eyes. Then let us begin, he declared making the golden crystal come alive again. Soon Amaya passed through the bars of her cell. I feel drained, but it is so worth it, said Amaya as she ran to Naruto and glumped him. Now we can be together and touch for real my beloved. Naruto blushed as he just remembered the craw. I promise you will never be alone ever again. And you know I never go back on my word Amaya, said Naruto. Yes. It's one of the things that made me love you so much, said Amaya pulling her lips in for a passionate kiss. They stayed together until Helios cleared his throat. As much as I like this touching scene Naruto has to wake up soon and I need to go over a few more details, he said making a vortex appear. This vortex will take you back to the waking world. I advise you to hide your fox ears and tails. And try to stay out of sight until the next entrance exams. I'm sure you've seen Naruto's dueling skills to know how the game works. Yes I do, said Amaya as a deck of duel monster cards appeared in her hands. This deck will help you get in, said Helios before he got glumped and heard lot of thank yous. See you later Naruto-kun, said Amaya as she walked through the vortex. I don't think I'll ever understand girls, said Naruto. A cute pink-haired girl with 2 pigtails crossed Helios' mind as he regained his breath. They are quite a puzzle, but you'll love those you'll be with anyway, he said. Now where was I? Oh yes. Naruto, I have seen dreams of many skilled fighters and learned their skills. After the run-in I had with the forces of the Dark Moon, I felt I needed to train myself so I won't be caught again. I can teach you what I learned if you like. Won't that take a lot of years to learn each and every trick? Asked Naruto, making Helios chuckle. Maybe in the normal world, but in the dream world time moves in a different speed. If I teach you one night you can get 10 years of learning. If we train for 10 nights you can get 100 years worth of lessons. He said. Really? You have a deal? Exclaimed Naruto. The force of that scream blew Helios to a wall. Ugh. Your training will start tomorrow night. Groaned Helios as he peeled himself off. Your dream time is over. Until we meet again. With that, Naruto found himself back in his bed. Next day. Wow. Seto Kaiba challenged you to a duel. How sweet is that? Asked Jaden while Naruto was getting ready. Really, Jaden? Must you make a big deal out of it? Asked Cirrus. On Sai. You know as well as I do that guy's a dueling legend. Not to mention the founder of Duel Academy. It's an honor to duel with him. Said Jaden as winged Kurubo appeared. The Kurubo with wings? Asked Naruto looking up. You can see my partner. Sweet. I thought I was the only one who can see dual monster spritz. Said Jaden. Great. One more twist to this adventure. Thought Naruto as he headed for the door. Well, I'm off, guys. Good luck. His roommate said as he went out. But Sakura. There. Pretty as a picture. Thought Sakura as she finished getting ready for Naruto to pick her up to meet Kaiba and Pegasus. So is Naruto really going to duel Seto Kaiba? Asked Serena. I'll say he is. I can only hope that guy doesn't hurt Naruto too bad. Said Sakura. Hard to say. Maybe he got rusty. Said Serena, handing Sakura some pictures of herself. Could you give these to Naruto for me? Sure. Said Sakura, pocketing the pictures. Hey, when I get back let's take some pictures of us together. I would like that. Said Serena. Well. Gotta go. Said Sakura, heading for the door, stopping a bit to pet Serena's black cat. I'll be sure to bring Luna some treats. She'll like that. Said Serena before Sakura left. Well, I'm glad you're moving on after what happened, but I sure would like to know what kind of hometown lets a guy having more than one wife. I never heard of that before. Said Luna, since the coast was clear. Well, as long as I don't have to fight over him, knowing I will always have a place in his heart, I won't fuss about it. Said Serena. I suppose you're right. I wonder if this Naruto will win the hearts of the rest of the scouts. Even Ray. Said Luna, making Serena shiver. If he wins Ray, I'll babysit the first kid she has for a week. She said. Elsewhere. Hi, Sakura-chan. Greeted Naruto as he saw his first girlfriend by the tree outside the dorm. Hi, Naruto-kun. You ready? Asked Sakura. You bet I am. Said Naruto as he offered his arm. Sakura took it as they went off to the meeting place. Meeting place? Ah, there you are, Naruto. And I see Sakura is with you. The more the merrier, I always say. Greeted Pegasus. I wouldn't miss this for anything, Mr. Pegasus. Said Sakura. Well, my dear, this new dueling system, should the test prove successful, will be the best joint venture me and Kaiba boy ever took together. Said Pegasus as he led them to a room. Once there, the new ninjas was in awe. The room looked like some kind of racetrack with two strange motorcycles at the starting finish line. Welcome to the world of turbo dueling. Pegasus announced proudly. Turbo dueling? Asked Naruto. Yes. These bikes are called duel runners, well, the prototype duel runners anyway. Said Pegasus before he explained how the system works. So my spell cards are no good here? Asked Naruto. Afraid not. But I made some speed spell cards for you to use. Said Pegasus, handing the cards to Naruto, who got his spell cards out of his deck and placed the new cards in. That would be your turbo deck. Said Pegasus. We marked the runner you would be using with the symbol of your village. Go ahead and give it a test spin. We need to see if the basic systems work. Alright. Said Naruto, getting on the runner and taking to the track. Well, I'll be. Looks like your boyfriend has a knack for motorcycles. And I thought Konoha doesn't have any. Said Pegasus. There's a video game that's about motorcycles. I've seen him play those from time to time. He always got the high scores. Said Sakura. Well, it's time for the second test to go underway. Said Pegasus, turning on a comlink. Go ahead, Kaiba boy. Gladly. Said Kaiba, taking to the track. Hey there, Mr. Kaiba. These things handle great. Said Naruto as the two runners are side by side. Well, let's see if your card skills are just as good as your bike skills against someone like me. Said Kaiba. On the screen of the duel runners, an image of a card named Speed World appeared and a purple dome covered the track. Let's duel, the two said as the duel started. Naruto. 4,000 Kaiba. 4,000. Naruto and Kaiba drew their cards. I go first and I choose to summon Kaibaman in attack mode. Then I use his special ability to special summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon in attack mode ATK. 3000 and place 2 cards face down. Kaiba said, and a white dragon with blue eyes appeared. Sakura and Pegasus watched the start of the duel and saw that Kaiba summoned one of his Blue Eyes White Dragon cards. My, Kaiba boy isn't holding back. Let's hope that Naruto can hold his own. Pegasus said, already interested in the duel. Sakura was worried for Naruto, he was at a disadvantage. The legendary Blue Eyes White Dragon. Please Naruto-kun, be careful. Prayed Sakura. She was so worried she didn't notice the glowing dragon mark on her arm. But Pegasus did. Well, now it appears Sakura's a signer. He thought taking out his PDA to get the picture of the stone tablet he found to find the dragon that is under her mark. Her dragon's red dragon archfiend. Well, as soon as I get back I should make that card as well as some tuner monsters and synchro monsters for her. On that thought he sent an email to his staff. Naruto drew and looked what his hand had. Alright Mr. Kaiba, you want to play her off, then let's play her off. I summon Kamen Rider Ryuki in attack MODE 1600 and I activate his advent ability to special summon his contract monster, the Mirror Monster. Dragrider ATK. 2400 A red suited man appeared on the field who then pulled out a blue card from his belt and placed it in his gauntlet that was shaped into a head of a dragon. Advent the gauntlet spoke and a red metal dragon flew into the field. But I'm not done, I play the speed spell over boost. This gives me 4 speed counters and this allows me to use speed fusion. I fuse Dark Magician and Buster Blader to summon the Dark Paladin in attack mode. ATK. 2900 plus 500 effect ability equals 3400. Kaiba smirked, Naruto was really bringing out his best. I attack your Blue Eyes White Dragon with Dark Paladin. Dark Paladin held up his bladed staff and slashed at the white dragon's body, destroying it. Naruto. 4000 Kaiba. 3600. And I'm far from done. I attack you directly with Ryuki and Dragrider. The 2 red-colored monsters started to attack towards Kaiba's dual runner. Kaiba activated one of his cards. I activate negate attack, preventing your 2 monsters from attacking me. Kaiba said and Naruto ended his turn. Kaiba drew and summoned Lejin the mystical genie of the LAMPATK. 1800 and attacked Kamen Rider Ryuki. Naruto grit his teeth, he lost his Ryuki and his Dragrider won't last too long without the Mirror World field card. Naruto drew and activated a new speed spell. I activate speed spell super accelerated draw, this allows me to draw 3 more cards. Naruto said and drew 3 cards. Naruto felt something pull him from consciousness. Mindscape. Naruto awoke in what looked like an Egyptian tomb, similar to the ones he's seen in books that had pictures of it. Okay, 1 minute I'm dueling Mr. Kaiba, now the next thing is I'm in a tomb. Naruto said. We had brought you to speak with you. A voice said as 3 creatures appeared. One was a blue muscular and sitting on a throne, to his left was a red 2-mouthed dragon, and on the blue monster's right was a golden yellow dragon. Wait, I recognize the 3 of you. You 3 are the Egyptian gods. But why do you want to speak with me? Naruto asked. The red dragon spoke up. We chose you to be our next wielder. Your spirit is incorruptible and will is pure. I know that you wouldn't abuse our power. The golden dragon and red dragon glowed, shrinking to human size. They also shifted into human form. Slifer changed into a red-haired girl in a red robe, think Asuka from Evangelion, and Ra shifted into a blonde-haired girl with a white and gold Egyptian robe and a gold headdress, think Akiza from 5DS with blonde hair. Like what you see Naruto-kun? Ra asked seductively. Naruto blushed heavily and Slifer was chuckling. It looks like he's speechless. Slifer joked. Obelisk sighed and placed his face in his hand. Sisters, why do they do that? Obelisk thought. Slifer and Ra kissed Naruto on the cheek and told them to win that duel, not before giving him the knowledge on how to use them. Duel. Naruto regained consciousness and heard Pegasus on his comlink. Naruto, are you alright? You zoned out for a minute there. Pegasus asked. I'm fine Mr. Pegasus, I just got a new surprise. Naruto said smirking. Kaiba and Pegasus wondered what Naruto meant. Naruto continued his turn. I play the speed spell Speed Summon and I special summon Elemental Hero Wildheart. I then sacrifice Dragrider, Wildheart and Dark Paladin to summon the Winged Dragon of Ra. The 3 monsters faded away and a giant golden sphere appeared. And I know how to use her and yes Ra is a girl, just don't ask how. Naruto said before saying the chant. Almighty protector of the sun and sky, I beg of thee, please heed my cry, transform thyself from orb of light and bring me victory in this fight, I beseech thee, grace our humble game, but first I shall call out thy name, Winged Dragon of Ra. The golden sphere started to transform into the same golden dragon Naruto met in his mind. Its attack points were at a grand total of 7,300. Kaiba was shocked that Naruto had an Egyptian god card. How did Pegasus? Kaiba though until Naruto broke his thoughts. I attack your Lejin the genie of the lamp. Ra opened its mouth and fired a large bright fireball destroying the genie and it drained Kaiba's life points. Naruto. 3800 Kaiba. 0. Kaiba's bike shut down and started to fall over. Mr. Kaiba. Shouted Naruto after seeing Kaiba's bike fall over. Are you alright? He asked pulling up next to him. I am. The duel runners are programmed to shut down when its rider loses the duel. Nothing a minor repair can't fix. Said Kaiba getting up. I've made sure to add some good safety features to protect the rider. To be safer I don't advise dueling in heavy traffic. He joked getting out 4 cards. You proved yourself worthy to hold these. Naruto took the cards and gasped. Your 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons and your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon? He asked. Copies of them anyway. I understand you have a Blackluster Soldier. It can join with the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Said Kaiba before handing Naruto some stocks. You've also earned some stocks in Kaiba Corporation. You can help out from home or wherever you are using this laptop. Thanks. Said Naruto taking the laptop. And that's not all Naruto my boy. Said Pegasus as he walked up to the duo. You've also earned some stocks from my company as well. Welcome to Industrial Illusions. I'm honored Mr. Pegasus. Said Naruto taking those stocks as well. You can use that laptop to contact me as well. Said Pegasus. Oh, Naruto-kun. I'm so proud of you. Cried Sakura as she pulled her boyfriend in for a long passionate kiss. Ah young love. Said Pegasus. Waste of time if you ask me. Said Kaiba. May I keep the dual runner? Asked Naruto when the kiss ended. It's just a prototype Naruto. But now that we know the system works. You and 4 others can have the first 5 off the assembly line. Said Pegasus. We have lots of designs. Please take your pick. Said Kaiba as he opened a picture book. Naruto looked through them till he saw one he liked. I want this one. He said pointing to his pick. Nice choice. Kaiba boy let's have Sakura have one as well. Nothing more romantic than a boyfriend and girlfriend riding side by side. Said Pegasus. Kaiba grumbled and showed Sakura the book. I like this one. Said Sakura pointing to her choice. Why you do have good taste. Now it should take a week before they're ready, so meet us back here next week after school. Said Pegasus. Sure. Said Naruto. I can wait that long. Said Sakura. I like your attitude my young friends. Now why don't you go and celebrate? Not everyone wins a duel against Seto Kaiba now. Said Pegasus. Alright, thanks for the great time. Said Sakura leading Naruto out before he gets hyper. Before they could make it out, Naruto's deck box glowed and Ra and Slifer appeared in human form and hugged Naruto. Naru-kun you won, we knew you could do it. Ra said. Sakura became suspicious of the 2 girls that sudden appearance. Hey Slifer. Hey Ra. Naruto said, surprising Kaiba, Sakura and Pegasus. Well, you certainly are full of surprises Naruto. Pegasus said, Kaiba was wondering how this was possible and Sakura was happy that Naruto had befriended others. Just after Ra and Slifer appeared, Naruto's cell phone rang. Naruto, you and Sakura have to return to Duel Academy quick. The school is being attacked by strange creatures. Chancellor Shepard said through the phone. Naruto nodded. Duel Academy is being attacked. Naruto said to the others. Kaiba got a serious look on his face. We have to stop that attack. Naruto felt a small surge of energy in his pocket and pulled out the device that Helios gave him. It looked like a belt buckle with a white and gold dragon head on it. I think this is the time to use it. Naruto thought and placed the belt buckle on the front of his waist where a belt appeared on one end to attach to the other end. Naruto rose his right hand and said. Henshin. Silver feathers started to fly out of the belt and flew around Naruto. Naruto was enveloped in light and in his place was a much taller man in a black bodysuit with silvery white armor on the legs, arms and torso. The helmet resembled a dragon and had large red eyes. Naruto, is that you? Sakura asked, seeing Naruto's changed form. The suited ninja nodded. Yes, but in this form I'm Rayoteni. The newly named Rayoteni said. Pegasus smirked. Well Naruto, it seems that you've got some explaining to do. I must know where you got that armor. Rayoteni looked at Pegasus and gave a nutshell explanation. I got it from a friend of mine to help the Sailor Scouts and I'll explain the rest later. Also I'm going to borrow the dual runner. Naruto got on the dual runner he was on and it stated to glow. The dual runner changed into a motorcycle that looked dragon-like. Ra, Slifer and Sakura were in awe of Naruto's new form. Kaiba walked up to Rayoteni. Be careful and you really have some explanation to do. Rayoteni nodded and took off. At Duel Academy. The meal was taking some dual monster cards from a safe she cracked, she thought back to the start of the mission. Flashback at Nigaverse HQ. That ninja could be more of a pest than I thought. Now that I know he can make copies of him I'll have to be more careful. Beryl never targeted the ninja villages because the energy they call chakra was too unstable for the Negaforce to control. Jedi said to himself while watching the last two Renshi battles. Camille. Yes, master? His servant asked. Is the beast token ready? Asked Jedi. As ordered. Said Camille handing it to him. The mantis. A powerful warrior insect. Good choice my friend. Said Jedi. Renshi. His army appeared. The time has come for our next great battle. Now which one of you shall be at command? Scared, the Renshi slowly backed off, but Jedi picked one. You stop. The Renshi stopped with a shiver before Jedi placed a beast token on its head. The Renshi then transformed to the powered-down form of a Renshi beast. Manter at your command. The Renshi beast said. Go and spread fear throughout Duel Academy. And destroy anyone who gets in your way. Ordered Jedi. The beast bowed and went off. Then flashback. While Manter handles the people getting fear, I can head back to the master with these cards, and those sailor scouts will be too busy to stop me. Thought Camille. With Manter. Yes my brothers, continue to spread fear in the students and take their cards. The Mantis Renshi shouted as the other Renshi were chasing the students. The sailor scouts were on the scene and fighting the Renshi, but were starting to be overwhelmed by the number of Renshi. Before the chaos continued, a armored man on a dragon-looking motorcycle drove through the crowd of Renshi. Your days of terror are over, knuckleheads. The man said as he got off the motorcycle. Kamiryuken God Dragon Blade, the man said as he made a double-edged sword appear in his hand. The guard had a dragon head on it that looked royal and powerful, with the blade glowing brightly in the sun. The Renshi idiotically charged at the armored man and got cut down. Come on uglies, I bet I could take your mamas if you had any. The man insulted. You will pay for your impudence. Manter shouted and his body started to convulse and expand before it changed to Manter's beast form, a mantis humanoid. So, he changed form. Let's even the playing field. The sword said. The man looked at his sword in shock. You can talk and what do you mean? I mean, you can change forms too. You have elemental forms, for example changing into your fire form. In order to do so, say Sajako Henshin and say the element you want to change to. Kamiraiken said. The man nodded and said. Sajako Henshin, fire. His body was surrounded by flaming feathers, changing his form. He now had red and white armor that looked like flames. Kamiraiken also changed with a blade a red color and had a flame-shaped tip. Ryotenshi, fire form. The now named Ryotenshi said. The sailor scouts were surprised to see Ryotenshi's transformation and were caught off guard for the moment. Ryotenshi sent a blade wave of fire at the Renshi, destroying them. Manter dodged the attack by jumping into the trees. You're not getting away from me. Ryotenshi said and used then jumped up to the trees and knocked Manter down with the butt of the sword. Manter quickly got up and tried to attack Ryotenshi, but Ryotenshi blocked each attack. Enough of playing around, finish him with you an elemental slash. Kamiraiken said. Ryotenshi nodded and ran his head up the flat side of the side. Burning slash. Ryotenshi ran towards Manter. The blade of the sword started on fire and was swung towards the humanoid bug. Manter was enveloped in flames and turned into dust. Well that's one bug that the frogs won't have to eat. The man said while clapping his hands clean after putting away his sword when the sailor scouts approached him. Excuse me sir but who are you? Sailor Moon asked. I'm Ryotenshi, but you lovely ladies can call me RT. The man said making the girls blush. Well thanks for helping us. Said Sailor Moon. I promised Tuxedo Mask before he passed on that I'll look after you and I always keep my promises. Said RT making the girls gasp. You were there? Asked Sailor Moon in tears making RT nod. Yeah. He gave me his powers to help you, but fighting in a tuxedo is not suitable for a ninja like me, so your friend Helios gave me this armor. He said making the girls gasp again. So you know everything about us? Asked Sailor Mars with clenched fists. Yeah and you don't need to be defensive Mars, I know the superhero code so I won't spill. Said RT. Can you tell us about the real you? Asked Mercury. Not who I really am right now, but since I am in this armor I can tell you where I come from. Said RT before telling the scouts about Konoha and his team's mission. And your teammates are? Asked Jupiter. Now, I can't tell you guys everything can I? RT asked in a teasing manner making the scouts fall over. I see your point. Said Mercury getting up. Anyway I think you should talk to the headmaster as well as Mr. Kaiba and Mr. Pegasus. They can keep a secret. Said RT getting on his bike. And Fee, I can make any bike I ride on look like this. And this one's a loner, so I should make sure it goes back so I must be off. So until we meet again. Ride free fellow heroes. With that RT rode off. Later. So Naruto really beat Kaiba? Asked Serena while she and Sakura got ready for bed. I'll say. Naruto was so hyper, he was screaming about it every 10 seconds. Said a proud Sakura. I so wish I was there. said Serena before she saw Sakura's right arm. Did you get a tattoo? What are you talking Ak? Exclaimed Sakura as she saw the mark. This almost looks like the mark Naruto-kun has. His was a dragon head and this looks like dragon wings. All in all they must be part of the same dragon. This must be part of our bond somehow, but why? She thought. Sakura. Are you okay? Asked Serena waving her hand in front of her roommate. Yeah, and it's not a tattoo. It's more like a birthmark that appears and disappears. I'm not sure why. But I'll look into it. Night. Said Sakura getting in bed. I wish she tells me more. Thought Serena before she went to bed herself. Dreamscape. Where am I now? Wondered Sakura as she found herself in a void. Welcome Sakura Haruno. Said Helios as he appeared. Who are you and how do you know my name? Asked Sakura as she took a stance. My name is Helios and I'm a friend of Naruto and your Hokage. I'm sure today's event sparked a few questions in your mind and I can answer them. Said Helios. You had me at friend. Said Sakura as she relaxed. Where are we? Your dream body has been teleported to Elysian. My home. Said Helios before he explained the basics. So you protect this golden crystal which protects people's dreams? Asked Sakura. That's about the size of it yes. Said Helios. Well I've seen stranger. Said Sakura as Helios turned into his Pegasus form. Please climb on and I'll take you on a magical flight that can explain everything. Said Helios. Wow. Said Sakura as she climbed on. I've always wanted to ride a horse like you. Yes I've seen those dreams. Chuckled Helios before he spread his wings. Hang on. With that, he took to the air. You know, Naruto explained to me that he had to help these girls called the Sailor Scouts. He even showed me his superhero form. I just wish I can be a superhero so I can help him. Said Sakura. To understand him better you must see his past. Please look below. Said Helios as Sakura looked down to see her boyfriend's whole past. When the last scene played she was in tears. So that's why my parents hate Naruto, because of Kyuubi. How can they not understand that he only holds that fox? It's not his fault. She sobbed. It's not Kyuubi's fault either. See for yourself. Said Helios as Sakura saw Amaya's past. That Sasuke, even his ancestor is mean. Sobbed Sakura. Now prepare yourself for a past known to only a select few. Said Helios as he showed Sakura the history of the Moon Kingdom. There was life in the other planets before this Negaverse showed up. Asked Sakura. Yes. You should brace yourself, what you're about to see may shock you. Said Helios before showing Sakura the history of the Sailor Scouts. My roommate Sailor Moon? Asked Sakura. Yes. There's a lot more to see. Said Helios before showing Sakura how dual monsters came to be as well as the history of the Crimson Dragon and the Signers. Is that what this mark is? Asked Sakura. It is. Said Helios as they landed. If you want to help Naruto, I can make that happen. I would like that very much. Said Sakura while getting off letting Helios regain his human form. Then let us begin. Declared Helios turning on the golden crystal. The earth itself gave out an aura that came up. Helios dipped his finger in it and using the same finger, touched Sakura's forehead, making the symbol of earth appear on it. That tickled. Giggled Sakura. I'm just getting started. Said Helios scooping up the rest of the aura and molding it into a wand like Amy, Ray, Lita and Mina, has only the shiny orb on top is brown and has the symbol of earth on it. That's pretty. Said Sakura. In all the years the Sailor Scouts has defended love and justice, there wasn't one that represented the earth. Said Helios. Yeah. Naruto told me about that guy who took that job before that monster got him. Said Sakura. Yes well now the earth's chance to shine is now. Sakura, will you take that sacred mantle? Asked Helios. If it means helping Naruto, I'll do whatever it takes. Said Sakura. Helios smiled and presented her the wand which she took. Thank you. Your Hokage has been informed about Naruto and I'll make sure she know about you as well. Mr. Pegasus should be getting ready to make the card that has your signer dragon partner even as we speak. Your dream time is now over. You shall return to your body. Farewell. Said Helios before Sakura was incus in a flash of light. When it was over she found herself in her bed holding her wand. Hokage Tower. Konoha. Tsunade found a note that appeared on her desk. When she opened it up she found out it was from Helios and what she read in the middle made her thump her head on the desk. Great. Now Sakura's a signer and a Sailor Scout as well. This is getting too deep I'm sending backup. She thought. End of chapter. Chapter start. Rats. I just had to lose that chess set after buying it. Helios only taught it to me last night. Thought Naruto as he was walking through the park. Soon he found it being looked after by a girl that sparked something in Darian's memories. Let's see. Short blue hair, blue eyes, a serious student judging from those books, wants to be a doctor, judging from those med books. Yep. That Sailor Mercury no doubt. He thought as he came over. Thanks for finding that for me. I'm Naruto. Oh hi there. My name is Amy. The girl said with a blush. So I take it you like chess, since you seem to be admiring my set. You any good? Asked Naruto. Well I do admit I have impressive skills. Said Amy as Naruto got the board set up. Really? Care to show me? Asked Naruto. Amy blushed but nodded. A few games later. Checkmate. Said Naruto winning the game. I must admit you are a good challenge. It's been a while since anyone had me on the ropes. Thank you. Said Amy as she checked her watch. Wow it's gotten late. Good thing I didn't have any more classes. I hate to mess up my record. Well it's like the old saying goes. Times flies while you're having fun. Said Naruto as he packed up. You want to go out sometime? Amy turned 10 shades of red but nodded, not trusting her voice. I am free Saturdays. She squeaked. I can swing by that. See you later. Said Naruto as he left, which made Amy faint as soon as he was far enough away. Sasuke. Sasuke was brooding. He had felt that Dope had cheated and stole his birthright. When I duel the Dope next time, I'll make him give me his deck's most powerful cards when I win. No one but an Uchiha should have the most powerful cards. Sasuke thought. Sasuke was looking through his deck. Old Sasuke was sitting there. A blue-eyed brown-haired girl with a C-cup bust was passing by when she saw him. Wonder what's with that guy. She thought before going up to him. What are you doing here? Asked Sasuke. To see what's with the grumpy look. The girl cheerfully said. None of your concern, now go away. Sasuke ordered. Ooh. Someone's a Mr. Grumpy Pants. I hate grumpy looks. I'm not going to lie, turn that frown upside down. This is my free day so I have lots of time. The girl said sitting down. Whatever. So what's your name? Asked Sasuke, figuring he should know the name of his newest pest. Sora Hogan. You? The girl asked. The name's Sasuke Uchiha and I hate fangirls. Came the answer. You're famous too. So am I. Being a great singer I get fanboys all the time. Sure I like getting attention, but they just keep gawking at me. No one ever takes the to know the real me, you know. Said Sora. Tell me about it. Said Sasuke. That's why I came here, to learn how to duel. I have psychic powers and a vision told me my soulmate would be here. Said Sora. You any good? Asked Sasuke. I beat 20 duelists in a row. So trust me when I say I'm no pushover. Said Sora. That's very impressive. Sasuke admitted. They say that behind every great man there's a woman. Said Sora, making Sasuke chuckle a bit. At last. A smile. Sora started skipping around. You know, maybe you and I should duel sometime. Said Sasuke. Loser buys tacos. I like tacos. Said Sora, making Sasuke sweat drop. Yeah I suppose so. Said Sasuke. Okay. My job is done so I'll leave you be. Said Sora, giving Sasuke a map that can show him where to find her. See you later Mr. Grumpy Pants. With that, she skipped off. What just happened? Sasuke wondered to himself. That Dobe's win messed me up worse than I thought. With Naruto. Well this is amazing. Thought Naruto, reading a small comic book as he walked by a volleyball court. This Batman scares his foes into giving him info he needs using many ways. I wonder, maybe if I fake killer intent, I can do the same thing. He was snapped out of his thoughts when a volleyball hit him. I'm so sorry about that. A girl said as she walked up to him as he rubbed the new bump on his head. I hit the ball a little too hard and hey you're kinda cute. That got Naruto to turn to look at her, which sparked Darian's memories. Let's see. Blonde hair and a bow, blue eyes, volleyball ace, wants to be an entertainer, judging from that hip pack she has on, and boy crazy. Yep. That's Sailor Venus alright. He thought. Are you alright? Asked Mina, concerned. Yeah. Don't worry, I heal fast. My name's Naruto and you are? I'm Mina. Came the answer. Well this must be my lucky day meeting a pretty sports ace such as yourself. Said Naruto, getting a blush from Mina. I wouldn't go that far. She said. Don't count yourself out. You want to go out sometime? Asked Naruto. Anytime you like. Said Mina when she heard her name being called. Oops. I forgot I was in a game. I'll see you later. With that, she picked up the lost ball and head back to the court. Well, to meet a pretty girl like that, I can take a headache. Thought Naruto as he picked up his comic. Now where was I? With Tsunade. Tsunade was in a bikini at a room that allows lots of sunlight to come in the tower, taking a tan while her clones finish out some more work. Got to look my best for my Naruto. She happily thought when she saw a dot in the sky. The dot got bigger and bigger until she knew it wasn't a dot. Jiraiya. I can't let him see me like this. He'll go into pervert mode. With that thought, she put on the kimono she had nearby just in case as Jiraiya came crashing through the window. And he looked like he's seen better days. I take it you found Kushina? Asked Tsunade. Yes. And she was mad at me for not looking after Naruto all this time. I guess I deserved most of that. Ow. Winced Jiraiya. Well, she gave you that beat down, did she tell you what she's gonna do? Asked Tsunade. She said she'll take the job and she's going to see Naruto after I left. Said Jiraiya. I better get you to the hospital. Said Tsunade, calling some aides. Once the Toad Sage was on his way, she took off her kimono and got back to her tan. Negaverse HQ. Jedi was looking over the last battle on his spy mirror in playback mode. That's just great. First that ninja's causing me problems and now this guy in armor shows up. I wonder. He said before pressing a few symbols on the mirror to get a pattern on the armor man's voice. Now to run this through the voices this mirror recorded and see if there's a match. It worked with finding out who the Sailor Scouts are. Pressing a few more symbols, Jedi got the mirror running through the voice database and sure enough, the armored man's voice matched Naruto's. Good morning master, what would you like for? Camille started to say but stopped when she saw Jedi glaring at the mirror. So that ninja pest thinks he can use armor to beat my beasts, huh? Well, as soon as my power bands are activated, two can play at that game. He declared before sitting on his throne. Master? Asked Camille. It's nothing you did, my friend. We did get some fear energy and by using your plan, we got some dual monster cards, so the last battle wasn't a complete loss. Every little bit helps. Beryl failed cause she got too greedy. We need to be smarter than that. Said Jedi. Of course master. Said Camille. So is the next beast token ready? Asked Jedi. I'll need to make a stop at the museum first to get what I need. Shall I fight that ninja myself should he come to the party? Asked Camille. If you like, but please be careful. If he's too strong for you, get out as fast as you can. You're too valuable for me to lose. Said Jedi. Of course master. I'll take a squad of Renshi to be safe. Said Camille before she left. Back at the academy. With all these taijutsu move Helios taught me so far, I can help defend kids from bullies and no one can tell I'm from a ninja village. He did tell me to switch styles every so often to keep them guessing. Also I'll combine them and call this style anything goes. Thought Naruto as he saw a girl nearby fighting some Renshi, which sparked something in the memories he got from Darien. Let's see. Long black hair, purple eyes, Maiko training, judging from those small scrolls she's throwing, a nasty temper. Yipe. Sailor Mars. She could handle those Renshi herself if she transformed. But she can't since there's students around. I better even the odds. With that Naruto blocked a punch that was meant for Ray. Huh? Asked Ray, confused until she saw her savior. Didn't you mother teach you it's rude to hit a lady? Asked Naruto. Then again I guess you guys are orphans. I don't think anyone could want to adopt you. The Renshi charged at him. Way to make them mad, hotshot. Said Ray sarcastically. Just telling facts. My name's Naruto, you? The ninja asked. The name's Ray. Came the answer. Care for a dance? Asked Naruto. Be glad to. Said Ray as both started to cream the Renshi. Soon Naruto led the last group of some stars that had a red carpet on them. You know, it's been fun playing with you guys, but I have things to do. Why don't we meet up sometime? I'll be sure to give you the red carpet treatment. With that, Naruto pulled the rug from under them, making each one crash onto another. The domino trick. Classic. Said Ray as she watched as the Renshi left ran off. I like to use humor in my combat style. I could teach you some tricks if you like. Said Naruto, making Ray blush. Sure, I would like that. She said. What the heck am I doing? I just met this guy and I'm acting as shy as Amy. She screamed in her head. Well, I best be off. Nice meeting you. Said Naruto as he walked off. Why yeah. You too. Said Ray as she walked another way but tripped. Now I'm as clumsy as Serena. How can I fall head over heels over that guy? I just met him. She screamed in her head again. Chancellor's office. So Naruto transformed into that man that saved the school from the attack. That is truly remarkable and Naruto surely lives up to his name. Chancellor Shepard said. Pegasus and Kaiba nodded. Yes, we asked him to come here to explain where he got that armor and who these Sailor Scouts are. Pegasus said. Chancellor Shepard rubbed his chin. Well, there were 5 girls that did start fighting the creatures that attacked the school. They must have been the Sailor Scouts. The intercom buzzed and Chancellor Shepard pressed a button to answer it. Yes. Sir, there are some girls here to see you. Secretary said on the intercom said. Tell them that I'm in a meeting. They said that some guy named RT said that they should meet with you about something. Kaiba and Pegasus had a guess whose initials they were. Let them in, they must be the Sailor Scouts. Kaiba said. Shepard nodded and pressed the intercom button. I see. Send them in please. Said Shepard. Soon Serena, Amy, Ray, Lita and Mina came in the office. Thanks for seeing us, sir. Said Serena. It's quite alright. Yesterday brought up a lot of questions and I was hoping you would fill in some of the blanks. said Shepard. Serena nodded and got out her locket as the others got out their wands. Moon Angel Power. Mercury Crystal Power. Mars Crystal Power. Jupiter Crystal Power. Venus Crystal Power. To the men's surprise, the girls transformed into somewhat like sailors with really short skirts. "We stand for love and justice," declared the sailor with wings. "I am Sailor Moon. I am Sailor Mercury. I am Sailor Mars. I am Sailor Jupiter. And I am Sailor Venus. In the name of the moon we will right wrongs and defeat all evil," said Sailor Moon. Together we were all 5 girls spoke as one. The Sailor Scouts. "My, what an impressive show," said Pegasus clapping his hands. "I give it 5 stars. The Sailor Scouts. The same ones I've been hearing at the news?" asked Shepard as the girls powered down. "That's us," said Serena before she filled the trio on their past. "A true tale about adventure, love, action and tragedy. I commend you girls on the fine jobs you did so far," said Pegasus as the Lunar Cats came in and jumped on the desk. "I trust you can keep all this a secret," said Luna. "It was RT's idea we tell you," said Artemis. "My lips are shut," said Kaiba. "As are mine," said Pegasus. "You don't need to worry," said Shepard. "Thank you," said Luna. "Do you know who RT is?" asked Serena. "Yes, but we feel it's best he tells you who he is," said Shepard getting out 5 cell phones and handing them to the girls. "These phones have my private unbugged number on speed dial. If you need my help, please feel free to call." "Thank you sir, we will," said Serena as she took her phone as a mark appeared on her right arm which Pegasus saw. "Well now. It looks like I found the 3rd signer," he thought getting out his PDA and checking the tablet copy. Ancient fairy dragon. I'd better get the staff on this." With that afterthought, Pegasus emailed his staff. "As soon as RT tells you who he is, you girls will have access to the headquarters we made for him and his ninja team," said Kaiba. "There are 4 more of you, right?" asked Shepard. Serena nodded. "Can you get a hold of them if they're needed?" "We can," said Serena. "Alright. That's all we should know. Thank you for sharing all this with us. It's a good thing this room is soundproof," said Shepard. "You're welcome. Thanks for seeing us," said Serena as she and her team left. "Well, we got some new puzzle parts," said Kaiba. "But how does Naruto fit into it?" asked Shepard. "Someone mention my name?" asked Naruto as he appeared out of nowhere. "Yipe. Naruto, please don't scare me like that," said Shepard as he calmed his heart down. "Ninjas?" grumbled Kaiba. "So Naruto, care to put the whole thing together?" asked Pegasus as Naruto placed a small DVD player on the desk before putting a DVD in it. "The person who gave me my armor made this small presentation so you can see how did I get into this," said Naruto before starting the player. When the movie ended 1 hour later the trio was dumbfounded again. "This is way beyond what I hired your team for," said Shepard. "It is a good thing we can make up the pay difference," said Kaiba. "Too bad all of this has to be secret, it could make a great movie," said Pegasus. "So the fox is free and on our side, right?" asked Shepard. Naruto nodded. "Her name is Amaya. And she has a human form and her own deck. I was wondering if you can make an entrance exam for her," said Naruto. "I'll test her myself this afternoon. Can you contact her?" asked Shepard. Naruto nodded. "Thank you for telling us. I promised I'd explain and I never go back on my word. Well, see you all later," said Naruto as he disappeared in a swirl of leaves. "This almost reminds me of the fixes I got myself into with Yugi," said Kaiba. "Ah yes. Those was the good old days," said Pegasus. "I just hope the Renshi don't find out about the Millennium items and try to dig them up," said Shepard. "Alright, why was I picked to shop for the dorm again?" Naruto thought at the store one day when his cart bumped onto another. "Hey, why don't you watch where you're going?" A female voice was screaming until she got a good look at Naruto, who got a good look at her, which sparked something in the memories he got for Darien. Let's see. Brown hair, green eyes, tall, rose earrings, good muscle tone which would mean she's very strong, knuckles that show she has been fighting a lot, judging from all the food in her cart show she knows how to cook. Yipe. Sailor Jupiter. I better watch what I say or she'll clobber me. And I don't know who hits worse, her or Tsunade," he thought. Sorry about that scream earlier, I was having a bad day," said Lita. "He looks so much like my old boyfriend, only cuter," she thought. "Yeah, I'm sorry too, my dorm mates picked me to shop for them and I was so into the list. They've been complaining about how much the food there stinks. To be frank, I don't agree," said Naruto. "Would you like some company?" asked Lita. "Sure. My name's Naruto and you?" "I'm Lita," came the answer. The two then walked with their cart side by side getting what they came for and Lita laughed at food jokes Naruto made every now and then. "And here I thought shopping was going to be boring," said Naruto at the checkout stand after paying for his food. I didn't count on having a pretty girl such as you tagging along. Lita blushed at that. Would you like to do it again sometime? She asked. Sure. I don't think this food is going to last more than a week anyway. Same time next Friday? Asked Naruto. I'll meet you at the door, said Lita. Ninja, op. So Helios told you everything and gave you the power to become a Sailor Scout? Asked Naruto after hearing about Sakura's encounter last night. Yeah, he did, said Sakura. Once we get back to Konoha, I'm moving out of my parents' house. No one should see you like Amaya, even though it's not her fault. Naruto took her in his arms when she started to tear up. Once I become Hokage, no one will see that fact. I'll be a hero. Believe it, he said. So Amaya's free now? Asked Sakura. Yep. Uncle Shep is going to give her an entrance exam later today. Helios gave her a deck and she knows the game as well as I do. I'm sure she'll get in no sweat, said Naruto. We'll get in? Asked Sasuke as he came in. If we want you to know, we tell you, Sasuke. I trust your chores are done, asked Naruto. Yeah, no reason to get snappy on me, said Sasuke as he sat down at the table. Wham. You backtalk Naruto-kun like that again, Sasuke, and I'll give you a harder hit with this frying pan, warned Sakura. Yeah, sorry about that, said Sasuke as the alarm started to sound. Looks like those staff welding creeps are back, said Naruto checking the computer. And it looks like that woman is leading them, said Sakura. She must be their leader or maybe a figurehead, deduced Naruto. So what? Let's just clean their clocks, said Sasuke. Wham. Naruto-kun's the leader of this mission, not you, said Sakura after using her pan again. Thanks, Sakura-chan. We need to be as discreet as much as we can. Given what I saw from our past Runins, I saw they're after two things. Duel monster cards and to scare the wits out of anyone they see. So I set up some bait, said Naruto typing at the computer. Soon the screen showed the Renshi was moving to a private location. What did you put up? Asked Sakura. Signs that say free duel monster cards. Now let's teach them who they're up against, said Naruto before the trio zoomed out in ninja speed. Battle zone? Where are those free cards? Wondered Camille to herself, holding a small brown bag till she felt a sting and was forced to drop it. She looked to see it on the ground next to a rose. I'll take that, said Naruto, appearing before snatching the bag and joining his team. So Naruto Uzumaki, we meet at last, said Camille. And whom might you be? Asked Naruto. My name is Camille. I'm called that because I may be a human, but within me is an animal spirit. The spirit of the chameleon, came the answer. Chameleon? An animal that can change color. So tell me, you want to look like that? Asked Sakura. Allow me to change for this battle, said Camille as she changed to her battle mode. Now give me that bag, she demanded, drawing her side daggers. Sasuke, hold on to this bag, said Naruto, handing the bag to Sasuke. Sakura, take the Renshi out. Lizard girl is mine. Gladly, said Sakura as she and Naruto leapt to fight. Sorry lady, I don't swing that way, Naruto told Camille while taking out a bow staff. I'll make you follow my order, exclaimed Camille as the battle started. The fight went on for an hour till Sakura took out the Renshi and Camille was placed in a corner by Naruto. Now I want to know, who are you working for now? Demanded Naruto. Like I'd tell you, said Camille, jumping out of the way. Chidori, exclaimed Sasuke as he used his sensei's attack trying to strike her down, but she jumped out of the way of that as well. Sasuke, where's the bag? Asked Naruto as he and Sakura joined him. Over there on that rock, said Sasuke. Thanks, said Camille, lashing out her long tongue to grab it. You may have got the better of me this time, Uzumaki, but I still got what I came for. And soon the world as you know it shall never exist again. Welcome to our nightmare. With that she disappeared. Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Sasuke? Asked Naruto as he and Sakura glared at their teammate. How was I supposed to know she can do that, dope? Asked Sasuke. Wham. The point is you disobeyed a direct order again, seethed Sakura, hefting her frying pan. And for that you'll be on night watch for 3 weeks, said Naruto. Negaverse HQ. I'm surprised he lasted that long against you, Camille. And he didn't have to use his armor, said Jedi as his servant returned in her normal form. All in all, my mission was pulled off. This bag used to belong to an evil shaman. And I can use what's inside for the next beast token, said Camille as she used a spell to do just that. The buffalo? Camille, I must point out that Uzumaki took down that bull Renshi you made, Jedi pointed out. I used a spell to make this much stronger, master, said Camille. Well, if it doesn't work, you'll be in for 10 hours of hard training, said Jedi. Renshi. His army appeared. Once again, the time for our next big battle is near. Now who shall be the leader? Like last time the Renshi tried to back away, but Jedi picked one and placed the token on its head, turning it into a powered-down Renshi beast. "Bufflord at your command," the beast said, getting down on one knee. "Go to Duel Academy and spread fear in the students and take as many cards as you can and destroy anyone that gets in your way," ordered Jedi. The beast bowed and left. With Amaya. Amaya was nearing Duel Academy and was ready to be with Naruto. "Just wait, Naruto-kun, I'll be there shortly," Amaya thought. She was ready for the entrance exam and her deck was comprised of Kitsune's kind of Rip the Fox deck idea from someone. She had also heard from Helios that Naruto had unlocked the power he was given and became Rayoteni or RT for short. He became popular instantly as he was able to defeat the monsters Renshi with little difficulty. With Tsunade. Tsunade had called the Genin and one Chunin of teams 8, 9, and 10. "Yes, Tsunade-sama." Tenten asked before all the others as they were about to ask the same thing. Tsunade sighed. "It seems that incidents are happening at Duel Academy, well Team 7 is there on a mission requested by one of my friends outside of the Shinobi Nations. Well they were under control, I would like to send backup which will not affect the employer's pay unless he, or rather, they wish to compensate for your work." Tsunade explained. Everyone nodded and continued to listen. Tsunade continued. "You must keep your ninja abilities on the down low as it is not known very well outside of the Shinobi Nations. We can't have people freak out on us. You all will each be assigned decks as that is what Duel Academy uses because it's also a school on how to play the game these cards are a part of." Tsunade dismissed the group to pack and get their decks. "Naruto-kun may not like it, I'll send a note with Hinata to give to Naruto explaining my reasons." Tsunade thought and then went to find suggestive clothing to wear for Naruto when he gets back. "Ninja Ops. Nothing on the scanners yet, Naruto-kun," said Sakura checking the computer. "It's quiet, too quiet. I'm sure Camille's put that bag to work by now," said Naruto. What's the worst that lizard lady can do? Make a monster out of it. Hard to do if you ask me," said Sasuke while mopping. "Wham. If we want your input we would ask for it. So shut up," declared Sakura hefting her frying pan. "Women," thought Sasuke rubbing his sore head. "Well nice to see things are shipshape around here," said Kaiba as he walked in. "Oh hi Mr. Kaiba. What brings you here?" greeted Naruto. "I have a favor to ask if you're not too busy, Naruto," said Kaiba. "Sure, I guess I can work it in. Go ahead," said Naruto. "One of my ex-workers at Kaiba Corporation broke in and used my dual runner making machine, made himself a dual runner and placed a virus in the machine, setting us back a bit. We managed to finish your dual runner, but Sakura's is only 50% complete," said Kaiba. "Then that guy's asking for it," said Naruto. "His name's Hunter Pace. Right now the tracker indicates he's in the city. Shepard said you can have the rest of the school day off," said Kaiba handing Naruto a pass. "Your runner's outside. Come on Sakura-chan. Let's go see," said Naruto as they went out. Once outside they are face to face with a red motorcycle. "Add details here." "Wow," said Naruto. "I've never seen anything like it," said Sakura. "The onboard computer has a fix on the tracker's location. As a bonus you can have Hunter's dual runner once you repossess it. Good luck Naruto," said Kaiba. "What are we going to do with that extra dual runner?" asked Sakura as Naruto got on his new bike and got his helmet on. "May as well give it to Sasuke. That way the Konoha Council won't give Lady Tsunade a headache about us not being fair to their treasure," said Naruto. "Yeah, that would make sense," said Sakura before giving him a good luck kiss. "Be careful. Always. Time to rock and ride," declared Naruto as he sped his runner to the city. "Mr. Kaiba, would you like to borrow Sasuke for a bit? I don't like to deal with him without Naruto," said Sakura. "I guess I can do that. My brother's working on a way for kids to turbo duel and he could use him to test it out," said Kaiba. "Really? What's it called?" asked Sakura. Kaiba showed her the blueprint of a unique skateboard. "They're called dual boards," he said. "I think I know some kids back in Konoha that could use them," said Sakura. "Well, if they test right you can have as many custom dual boards you need. I best be off. I'll see you later," said Kaiba before he went to get Sasuke before heading back to his office. "Well, now that I have the whole place to myself, I may as well enjoy the peace and quiet," thought Sakura before the alarm sounded. So much for that wishful thinking. With that thought, Sakura used the computer to zoom in on the trouble zone. When she was done she saw a human-looking buffalo fighting the Sailor Scouts. Figuring that they can handle it, Sakura took out some chips, got her boots off, placed her bare feet on the table, and relaxed to see the show. As the battle raged on she saw the beast lure them to 5 circles. Once the scouts was on them they started to glow, trapping them in place. Knowing that they need help, Sakura got up and took her new wand out. Earth crystal power. But that she transformed. When it ended she was in a brown Sailor Scout uniform with forest green bows and shoes like Sailor Mars. Knowing there was no time to waste she went to join the battle. Battle zone? Ha! With you sailor brats out of the way my master will be so proud of me that I might get a promotion. Gloated Buffalord as he prepared to finish them off until. Pyrosphere. Ow! Cried Buffalord as he got blasted onto a hill. Who did that? I did. Said Sailor Earth as she came into view in a typical Sailor Scout intro show. I am Sailor Earth and I stand for love and justice. You will let my comrades go and leave this place and never come back or I'll make you pay tenfold. This I vow in the name of the Earth. Another new scout? Asked Sailor Mars. Amazing. Said Sailor Jupiter. The chances of this happening are 200,378,456 to 1. Said Sailor Mercury. Is her hair really pink? Asked Sailor Venus. I said it before and I'll say it again. Just how many of us are there? Asked Sailor Moon. Ha! I don't care how many I'll take you all out. Renshi Attack. Buffalord commanded. Rock Wave. The first squad was shock up by the Earth attack of Sailor Earth. Squad B attack. Commanded Buffalord. Hydra Wave. They was washed away by Sailor Earth's water attack. Better Squad C. Commanded Buffalord. Tempest Twist. Aw come on horns for brains. Said Sailor Earth after she blew the last squad away with her wind attack. Can't you fight me yourself? Gladly. Said Buffalord pressing a button on a device on his belt. I turned on a static field all over Duel Academy which stops your attack powers. The only way you could get your powers back and free your friends is to get this device on my belt by hand-to-hand combat. I have no problem with that, I'm a ninja of Konoha. Said Sailor Earth. That's where RT's from. Thought the rest of the scouts as one. Take this. Cried Buffalord as he hit Sailor Earth with a head charge sending flying to a wall. Ugh. Groaned Sailor Earth as she peeled herself off. I hate cheap shots. Then you'll really hate this one. Said Buffalord as he did another charge, but Sailor Earth jumped over him. The whole thing went into a routine for an hour until Sailor Earth got tired. Seeing another charge coming she picked a lampist with her monster strength and batted him away. And I got more swings where that came from. She taunted. Ow. Said Buffalord as he stood up with one of his horns twisted. I see I need to harness my animal spirit better. I'll be back. With that he disappeared. I need to come up with a plan myself. Thought Sailor Earth as she turned to the Sailor Scouts. I'll have you guys free as soon as I can. Later. With that she disappeared. Looks like we're here for a while guys. Said Venus. The other groaned at that. Ninja Ops. Sakura was in the hot tub Kaiba put in while wearing a red bikini. Ugh. I feel like I was in the Chunin exams all over again. But 10 times worse. I've never been this sore ever. I need to figure out a way to take down that Dances with Wolves extra reject. I wish Naruto-kun was here so he can give me a message. He did say Helios taught him how to do that. She thought before she took a nap. Dreamscape. Well here I am again. Sakura thought as her dream self appeared in Elysian. Welcome back Sakura. Said Helios as he appeared. Hi Helios. You want to talk to me about that act? Sakura cut herself off when she remembers her state of dress and covered herself as best she could. It wouldn't do for her to be seen in a bikini by anyone other than Naruto and her co-wives unless she was in a beach. Women. Thought Helios as he made a training guy appear over her. You are right. I did see that last battle and I figure you could use a few pointers. Follow me please. He said before leading her to a training area. So where do we start? Asked Sakura eager to start. First you must agree to do whatever I say. No matter how strange the tasks sound. Naruto went through the same thing when he started training under me. Said Helios. Sakura nodded at that. So what's first? She asked before Helios handed her a screwdriver. You can start by making some last bit of adjustments to a chair I was making for Naruto's birthday. All that's left is to tighten a few screws. He said. Sakura went to work. As time went by she had to wash a yoga mat. Work on that chair and mop the floor on all fours while staying low to the ground. It didn't take long for her famous temper to kick in. Listen here you horn-headed dream watcher. If I wanted to do D-ranked missions I would have stayed in Konoha. Now teach me to fight that beast or else. She screeched. Very well. Said Helios before throwing a punch at her which she caught. See? You used a screwdriver motion to block that punch. Did I do that? Asked Sakura. Yep. Said Helios. Now let's see you counter this. Sakura caught the arms that came down on her and flipped Helios just like she twisted and shocked the mat when she washed it. Whoa. Said Sakura amazed at what she just did. More test. Said Helios attacking again. Sakura ducked under and countered from below. I'm so sorry I doubted you sensei. Said Sakura. Hey I didn't watch those Karate Kid movies for nothing. Said Helios. Your dream time is now over. Good luck in the upcoming battle. With that, Sakura was again blinded in a flash of light. Ninja Ops. Sakura woke to find she was still in the hot tub wearing her bikini. Wow. She thought, looking at the clock. I didn't lose any time while training. And I feel all better. Time to make a buffalo burger. With that, she got out of the tub and dried off. She was about to get dressed when she looked at a mirror and thought. I should take a few pictures of me in this bikini for Naruto-kun's scrapbook. So she got an auto camera, set the timer and took a few poses while it started clicking. Battle zone. Buffalord was in his powered down mode while he was smashing a few boulders. What are you doing? Asked Camille as she appeared. I was harnessing my animal spirit so I can make the master proud of me. Said Buffalord. Fine, but less harnessing and more destroying. We have 5 trapped sailor scouts waiting to be killed. So get to it. My free time is on the line. Said Camille before going to the safe to get some more dual monster cards just in case things go bad. Oh yeah. Said Buffalord as he walked to his targets. And why last word sailor headaches. I have one. Give up now. Said Sailor Earth as she appeared. You again? Asked Buffalord before he transformed. This time I'll finish you off. With that he threw a punch which Sailor Earth caught using the screwdriver motion. Some punchline. She deadpanned. I'll teach you to tease me like that. Declared Buffalord using his horns to attack from above. But Sailor Earth caught them and gave them a good squeeze and shake. What do you know? A horn makeover. She said, seeing one of Buffalord's horns twisted down. You'll pay for that. He declared as Sailor Earth got on all fours. Don't think so. She said before she charged, striking the beast from below. Hey, that's not fair. Cried Buffalord seeing that his foe swiped his device. Here's a tip for you, Burger Breath. Said Sailor Earth. Ninjas don't play fair. With that she smashed the device, freeing the trapped scouts and their attack powers. Uh-oh. Said Buffalord seeing as he was now outnumbered. Mercury Bubbles Blast. Mars Fire Ignite. Jupiter Thunder Crash. Venus Crescent Beam Smash. Ow, that hurt. Cried Buffalord as the attacks hit him. Sailor Moon took her wand out. Starlight Honeymoon Therapy Kiss. This is my last roundup. Cried Buffalord as he turned to Moondist. Aw, nothing left. I was hoping to make burgers. Joked Sailor Earth. Please can you tell us who you are? Asked Sailor Moon. Sorry. I need permission from my village leader in order to do that. See ya. Said Sailor Earth before she disappeared. First RT now this. How much more of a loop are we going to be in? Asked Jupiter. I'm sure they'll explain sooner or later. Said Mercury. We know, it's the waiting that's getting to us. Said Mars. Why do I feel like I'm on a roller coaster? Thought Sailor Moon. Ninja Ops. Now that was a good workout. Thought Sakura after she powered down before she went in to see Sasuke glaring at her. And where have you been all day? He asked. Helping Shepherd. Not that it's any of your concern. Said Sakura before she sat down to watch a movie. Sasuke grumbled and got back to cleaning before he got her mad. Downtown. Alright, a few more blocks and I'll be on the target. Thought Naruto as he zoomed his dual runner on the streets. Soon he saw Hunter Pace and the runner he made. You must be Naruto Uzumaki. Kaiba said he made that runner for you. Said Hunter. I am Hunter Pace. Now you have 2 choices. Give up now or be clobbered on. Said Naruto, making Hunter laugh. Me give up to a puny wimp like you that's just starting Duel Academy? I'm number 20 in the pro circuit, kid. Gloated Hunter. I'm not as weak as you think, bub. Naruto shot back. Oh yeah? Let's see if you can beat me in a turbo duel. Said Hunter as he sped off. Alright, the hard way it is. Declared Naruto before he sped after him. Hunter and Naruto activated the Speed World Field card and a purple dome surrounded them. Duel mode activated, autopilot standby. Both of the dual runners' computer said. Hunter 4000, SPC speed counter 0, Naruto 4000, space 0. Hunter went first. I summoned Burning Skull in attack POSITIONATK. 1000 and I set 3 cards face down. Hunter said as a floating flaming skull appeared, as did 3 cards next to his dual runner. Naruto drew and saw his hand had Speed Warrior, Kamen Rider Kuuga. Mighty Form, Kamen Rider Kuuga. Titan Form, Speed Spell Power Baton, and Slipstream. Hunter. Space 1 Naruto. Space 1. First I summoned Speed Warrior in attack MODATK. 900 and with his special ability that doubles when he attacks on the first turn he's summoned. Speed Warrior attacked that Burning Skull. Speed Warrior's attack points DOUBLEDATK. 900x2 equals 1800 and rushed towards the flaming skull. Hunter chuckled. You fell for my trap because I activate Zero Guard, allowing my Burning Skull to survive at the cost of my monster's attack points. Hunter said. Speed Warrior jumped and kicked the Burning Skull, but the skull only spun in a comedic manner. Hunter's life points almost halved. Hunter 2200, Space 4 Naruto 4000, Space 1. And I know the Turbo Duel's rules too and activate the Trap Doom Accelerator, preventing my loss of speed counters. Instead I gain 1 counter times each 500 point damage, giving me 3 speed counters. Hunter said as he started to speed up. Naruto's eyes narrowed and placed 2 cards face down. Hunter. Space 5 Naruto. Space 2 The reason I'm going to continually do this during turbo duels is because speed counters are important to this kind of duel. It was Hunter's turn now. I activate the speed spell summon speeder to special summon Skull Vase and attack MODATK. 800, a vase that looks like it's holding an upper part of a skeleton and 1 arm on each side of the upper torso. Naruto activated a trap that went unnoticed by Hunter. The trap was called Slipstream. Next, I sacrifice both Burning Skull and Skull Vase to summon Skull Flame and attack MODATK 2600, a skeleton in robes with an exposed torso and had a flaming top. Also when I sacrifice Skull Vase, I can draw 1 card. Hunter drew another card. Next I attack your Speed Warrior with Skull Flame. Hunter declared as his monster sent a wave of fire at Speed Warrior, destroying Naruto's first monster. Hunter 2200, Space 5 Naruto. 2300, Space 1. Hunter laughed. And I'm far from done, I activate Speed Booster to inflict 400 points of damage to you. It deals damage 100 points times the difference in speed counters. Naruto growled lightly and Hunter laughed. Give up kid, you can't beat me. Hunter said, ending his turn. Naruto drew in the effect of his slipstream trap, he gained enough speed counters to match Hunter's. Hunter. Space 6 Naruto Space 6. Naruto drew a speed spell summon speeder of his own and smirked. Now this is perfect. I play the speed spell summon speeder and special summon Kamen Rider Kuuga. Mighty form in attack mode, ATK. 1700 and I activate his ability called Chao Henshin, which means super transformation. What Chao Henshin does is allow me to return whatever form Kuuga is in right now to my hand and summon another form of Kuuga except the one that was returned. So I chose to switch Kamen Rider Kuuga. Mighty form to summon Kamen Rider Kuuga. Titan form in attack MODATK. 2400. Naruto proclaimed. While Naruto was explaining, a black-suited man appeared in red torso and shoulder armor, red gauntlets with gold bands on his wrists and gold bands on his ankles. The helmet was in a form of a stag beetle with large gold horns and a gunmetal gray mouth guard. The lenses were large and red. After Naruto's explanation, Kuuga's form changed into a bulky gray and purple armor, with the red lenses turning purple. Kuuga was also holding a large sword. Naruto smirked. Next I activate the speed spell Power Baton. By sending one of my monsters to the graveyard, I can give one monster I control the attack points equal to the monster I sent to the graveyard. The monster I chose as discard is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, whose attack points are 3000. Kuuga's then glowed after Naruto discarded the Blue Eyes White Dragon, which shocked Hunter. Kamen Rider Kuuga. Titan form ATK. 2400 plus 3000 equals 5400, Naruto smirked and said. Kuuga, attack Hunter's Skull Flame with Titan Calamity Kuuga. Titan form rose his sword and charged at Skull Flame and stabbed the Skull Flame in its exposed rib cage. When Kuuga. Titan form withdrew his sword, a symbol glowed where Skull Flame was stabbed and caused Skull Flame to explode, taking away the rest of Hunter's life points. Ooh, Hunter shouted as his duel runner shut down. Hunter growled and saw Naruto ride up to him. Hunter quickly got off his bike and charged at Naruto, but then policemen and Kaiba Corporation men arrived and arrested Hunter for disrupting a company work and damaging company property. We thank you for catching Hunter Pace for us. I assume Mr. Kaiba told you about your reward for repossessing the duel runner. A Kaiba Corporation man said, receiving a nod from Naruto. Naruto then reactivated the duel runner and used a shadow clone after everyone was gone. Now that's over, time to head back to Duel Academy. Naruto said to himself. He and his shadow clone drove the duel runners to Duel Academy. With Amaya. Amaya had just arrived at Duel Academy and just heard the latest news that there was a new Sailor Scout. Amaya smirked and went to Chancellor Shepard's office. She was excited that she was finally going to be with Naruto after so long being sealed inside of him, but the excitement started falling as she saw the rest of the Rookie 9 and Team Guy. OSH Amaya thought before Hinata walked up to her. Excuse me, but can why you tell us WW where the Sea Chancellor's office? Amaya knew that Sakura asked Naruto to make Hinata one of his wives like herself hopes to be. I'm actually heading there myself, you're welcome to follow me if you like. Amaya said politely and led the group of ninja to the office. The secretary used the intercom to tell Chancellor Shepard that the group arrived and allowed them in. Hello, I didn't expect Tsunade to send any reinforcements for a while. Chancellor Shepard said. Shikamaru then explained why they were here. Well, your school did recently have attacks by strange creatures, which were stopped by these sailor scouts and this Rayoteni guy instead of Team 7 that was hired for this mission. We were sent as backup in case the team couldn't handle this alone. Chancellor Shepard nodded. I see, well Team 7 has been doing an excellent job protecting this school without exposing themselves. But there are some things Naruto and Sakura will have to explain in the ninja ops room. But first I have to give Amaya her entrance exam. Everyone but Shepard forgot that Amaya was with them. Oh shit. They thought as their secret is exposed. Amaya giggled. Don't worry, I know Naruto-kun and I'm from Konoha too. Amaya said, with only half the truth she was sealed in Naruto and she sort of lived in Konoha as well. Shepard nodded and told the newly arrived ninja to step aside. Both Shepard and Amaya put on their dual disks. Amaya's looks like a metallic fox with its tail as the field. Duel, Shepard and Amaya said, and the duel started. Shepard. 4,000 Amaya. 4,000. Shepard and Amaya drew their hands at the start of the entrance duel. Shepard let Amaya go first, so Amaya drew from her deck and looked into her hand. I summoned the Aqua Fox in attack mode ATK. 1400, a card appeared with a blue fox image and a wave of water blew out before a snow-white fox took the place of the card. Then I placed 2 cards face down and end my turn. 2 face down cards were set down. Shepard drew for the start of his turn. I summon Yellow Gadget in defense mode def 1200 and Yellow Gadget allows me to gain a green gadget into my hand. Shepard said as a yellow machine appeared and took out a card from his deck. Shepard then placed a card face down and ended his turn. Amaya started her turn after drawing. Perfect, something to give me a head start. Amaya thought. I activate polymerization to fuse my Aqua Fox on my field with the Lightning Vixen and Wind Kitsune to fusion summon Arashi, Fox of Storms in attack mode ATK. 3800, Aqua Fox and 2 other foxes, one yellow and the other green, fused to make a massive storm cloud gray fox that had electricity flying around its body. Everyone was shocked that Aoyama had a powerful monster like that. Aoyama smirked and said, oh, I'm just getting started. I then play Kitsune Wrath. Aoyama said and Arashi's fur started to fuzz up with static. Shepard was curious. What does that card do? Aoyama giggled. Oh, it allows me to inflict damage to your life points. If my opponent has a monster in defense mode, I can inflict damage of the difference in points. If the opponent's monster is in attack mode, then not only battle damage will be applied, but 100 points times the level of the monster destroyed will be deducted from your life points. Aoyama explained and ordered Arashi to attack Yellow Gadget, inflicting 2600 points of damage to Chancellor Shepard. Shepard. 1400 Amaya. 4000. Shepard smirked. You're dueling very well Amaya. Duel Academy would be very proud to have you attending here. Amaya nodded and ended her turn. Shepard drew. Right, now I activate my face down card, double summon, and I chose to summon my green gadget, which allows me to draw a red gadget from my deck. Then I sacrifice my green gadget to summon Cyber Tech Alligator in attack mode ATK. 2500. Next I activate the spell, Limiter Removal. Now Cyber Tech Alligator's attack points double. ATK. 2500 x 2 equals 5000, Cyber Tech Alligator, attack Arashi, Fox of Storms. Chancellor Shepard said and sent a machine-covered alligator to attack the Storm Fox. Amaya smirked and activated her trap. I activate my trap, Ring of Destruction, and I destroy your Cyber Tech Alligator with it. And before any damage is applied, I activate Ring of Defense to prevent any damage to my life points. Shepard. 0 Amaya. 4000. Shepard laughed. Hahaha, it's been a while since I've had a duel this fun. Welcome to the Academy Amaya. Amaya smiled and thanked Chancellor Shepard. The teams blinked, they had never seen the game quite like this. Alright, now to show you all the ninja ops and meet with Team 7 Chancellor Shepard said and gave the ninjas and Amaya cell phones. These have my private unbugged number in them, use them to contact me if there is a problem. Everyone nodded and followed Chancellor Shepard to the ninja ops. Negaverse HQ. Do more hours Camille, then your training will be over. Maybe by then you'll listen on what kind of beast tokens to use. Said Jedi while sitting on his throne. Because she thought of taking some cards during the battle he tuned down her training time to 5 hours instead of 10. Yes, master. Groaned Camille from the training room. Great. A new sailor scout. And it's the female teammate of that spiky-haired pest. I almost have the fear energy I need to bring my power bands online. Just a little more. And I almost have all the cards I need to make my own deck. That black-haired teammate of theirs seemed to have some kind of darkness in his heart. Perhaps something bad happened in his childhood. I could use that somehow. Yes. If I can use that, he might make a loyal servant. Then I can be one step closer to my ultimate plan. Thought Jedi as he went to a safe and got out 5 beast tokens. To get him I must call on the deadest warriors we have thus far. The 5 Fingers of Poison. Ninja Ops. Sasuke was just about to finish cleaning while Sakura finished watching the movie she had on. The two heard the Ninja Ops entrance open to see Chancellor Shepard and Teams 8, GAI 9, and 10. Sasuke scowled and Sakura blinked. "What are you guys doing here?" Sakura asked. Ino smirked. "Well, I couldn't let you have Sasuke-kun all to yourself while you're here on this mission." Billboard brow. Ino said. The other genin and one Chunin sweat dropped but were shocked to hear what Sakura said next. "You can have him, he's a stuck-up brat who thinks he can get everything handed to him on a silver platter," Sakura said. "No, Sasuke-kun likes, wait. What?" Ino started before catching what Sakura said. Sakura stood up and walked to Hinata and grabbed her hand. "I need to talk to you about something, Hinata." Sakura dragged Hinata to a part of the ops where they wouldn't be overheard. Shikamaru was the first to speak. "What the hell was that about?" Everyone else shrugged. Sasuke was brooding at what Sakura said. But Sakura and Hinata. Sakura made sure that she and Hinata were far enough away. "Okay Hinata, I have to talk to you about Naruto-kun." Hinata's eyes widened, Sakura was adding kun to Naruto's name. Sakura saw Hinata's shocked face. "Don't worry Hinata, I'm not stealing him from you. What I need to talk about is that Naruto-kun's heart is too big for just me to fill. He has a bloodline if you will and is the only Uzumaki in Konoha, so he will." Hinata caught on. He will have to marry other girls." Sakura nodded. "That's right, but I told Naruto to add you within the girls, although he now knows that you like him and he also likes you." Hinata blushed and smiled. "Well, Naruto-kun is someone any woman would be with, including." Hinata said, stopping before she revealed too much and blushed heavily. Sakura blinked before she smirked darkly. "So, how big is he down there?" Sakura said, implying something that made Hinata blush harder. Sakura giggled at Hinata's embarrassment and claims of not looking where she was implying. Sakura then saw that Naruto just came back and grabbed Hinata's hand. "Come on, Naruto-kun is back." Hinata pulled out an envelope and handed it to Sakura. "This is from Lady Tsunade, she told me to give it to you and Naruto." Sakura nodded and the two quickly ran to Naruto and the group. But the others. Naruto entered the ninja ops after repoing the dual runner that Hunter Pace had. There he saw everyone he knew from Konoha. "Hey guys, what are you doing here?" he asked. Niji was the first to speak. "Tsunade sent us here as backup because of the recent events, even though everything is under control." Naruto nodded. "I see, well since Shikamaru is a Chunin, I have to let him be leader for this mission." Shikamaru groaned. "That's too troublesome. I'd rather let you stay leader for the mission." Shikamaru said. Naruto chuckled, "Same old lazy Shikamaru." Sakura walked up to Naruto and gave him an envelope. Naruto, wondering what was in it, opened it and took out a message. It read. "Naruto, I know things are under control, but I have to make sure Duel Academy will still be protected most of the time. Also you have my permission to tell everyone who is joining the mission that you're Rayoteni and Sakura is Sailor Earth, as well tell the Sailor Scouts who you are and inform them of the mission." Tsunade. Naruto chuckled and Sakura read the note as well. "Guys, prepare to be shocked. I have some new information to tell you." Everyone looked at Naruto and he began to explain. "I am also Rayoteni and Sakura's Sailor Earth. We've been helping the Sailor Scouts fighting the evil that has been attacking Duel Academy," Naruto said. "And I believe to prove our story, we'll show you." Sakura added. Ancient Earth Crystal Power. Naruto and Sakura transformed into Rayoteni and Sailor Earth. Everyone, except for Shepard and Amaya, was shocked. "Where did you get that power?" Sasuke asked in an angry tone. "Sorry Sasuke, this was on a higher level than you think," Rayoteni said. Sailor Earth nodded. Sasuke started making his demands. "I want those powers." Rayoteni placed his masked face in his palm and Sakura started laughing at what Sasuke looked like in a skirt. "Team, you aren't in any positions to make demands to me. Also including the fact that I'm still the leader for this mission. I also have others to tell about this," Naruto said. Shepard spoke up. "Yes, and we'll talk about this tomorrow. For now, let us all go to our dorms for a rest." The others agreed and left. Slifer read. Naruto had arrived back to his dorm to see Jaden and Cirrus. "Hey Naruto, where were you?" Cirrus asked. Naruto answered. "Oh, just running an errand for Mr. Kaiba. Turns out a guy messed up production for a product his company was making and I was hired to repo the product the guy made for himself with the equipment before planting a virus in it." Jaden and Cirrus looked at Naruto with jaws on the ground. "Oh and Jaden, you'd like to duel in an up-and-coming tournament Shepard has planned?" Naruto asked. Jaden snapped out of his shock and said. "Sweet, I hope I get to duel you sometime in that tournament." Naruto smirked. "Same here." End chapter. Chapter start. Ninja Ops. "Well now I hope I didn't come at a bad time," said Pegasus as he came in the next day. "Oh hi Mr. Pegasus." greeted Naruto. Nothing big, just a routine scan. Well, I'm glad we made sure the place is big enough, said Pegasus as he looked around at the new faces. When he looked at Hinata and Ino, he saw the last two dragon marks on their right arms. The final two signers. With that thought, he got his PDA out. The blonde one is the partner of Black Rose Dragon, and the shy-looking one is the partner of Goldstreak Blackwing Dragon. With that, he emailed his staff. Man. I know the true fifth signer dragon hasn't been named yet, so I'm making one up until the name's been announced. Are you alright, sir? Asked Naruto. I'll tell you later, my boy. Anyway, here are the speed spell cards you asked me to make for your project, said Pegasus, handing the cards to him. Thanks. Sasuke front and center, ordered Naruto. What now, boss? Asked Sasuke as he came over, forcing out the last part. First, let's check and see how well you cleaned the place, said Naruto, putting on some gloves and started to check around. Some time later he came back and said, very good. The whole place is shipshape and dust-free. I try, said Sasuke, trying to sound as humble as he could. You deserve a little payment for your efforts. Come with me, please, said Naruto as he led Sasuke to where he had a big object covered. Mr. Kaiba hired me to take back this object that was made using his gear. The thief put up quite a fight, but I cleaned his clock, no sweat at all. As payment, he said I could have this. Now Sakura and I have no use for it. So you can have it. Ta-da. With that, he uncovered the dual runner he took from Hunter Pace. Is that a dual runner? Asked Sasuke. Yep. And here's some speed spell cards you can use for turbo duels, said Naruto, handing him the cards. Thanks. I take back 15% of anything bad I ever said about you, said Sasuke. Thanks. I think. You go ahead and try it out. You do know how to drive one of these, right? Asked Naruto. You're not the only one that plays that bike game, dope, said Sasuke. Oh, I remember now. You're second in the high scores, aren't you? Asked Naruto. Whatever. I'll see you guys later, said Sasuke as he revved up his dual runner. Wait, Sasuke-kun. I want to go with you, said Ino. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, thought Sakura. I don't think so. Last thing I need is a useless mind-walking flower girl underfoot. If I stay with you long enough, I'll end up with hay fever. I can't stand flowers, declared Sasuke before he sped off. He'll be in for a major workload when he gets back, said Naruto, glaring at the empty spot the runner was at. You can expect nothing less from that cursed clan, said Amaya. Guys. Ino's gone, said Kiba, pointing to a trail of tears where Ino used to be. I'll get her. If I know Ino, there's only one place she'll go when she's upset, said Sakura, walking off for the nearest flower. Flowered. I knew it, thought Sakura as she arrived to see Ino sitting alongside some flowers while crying. He was right about him, Sakura, sobbed Ino as her childhood friend sat down beside her. Well, it's better you found out now than fighting the bad guys that show up around here, said Sakura. What am I going to do now? Asked Ino, sniffing a bit. Well, you could give my new boyfriend a try. Being from a ninja clan, I'm sure you know the letters Kra, right? Asked Sakura. Ino gasped at that. Who would that guy be? She asked. Naruto, said Sakura. You mean after all the times he's been chasing you, you're giving that dope a chance? Asked Ino, making Sakura glare at her. If you would give him a chance, you would see there's more to him than meets the eye. He's the last male of his family, thus he falls under there. You know, if we had known about before we fought over Sasuke, all the pain we went through would never happen to start with. Just hang with him for a while, you'll see what a great guy he is, she said. Well, Hinata likes him, so there must be something there, Ino admitted. Yep. So what to say? Bygones be bygones, asked Sakura. Friends forever once again, said Ino as she hugged her, which she returned. Come on. They could be missing us right now, said Sakura as she helped Ino up. Ninja ops. I was hoping you would come back in time, said Shikamaru as Sakura and Ino showed up. The duel's about to start. Who's dueling who? Asked Ino. Kiba challenged Naruto to a duel for his leadership spot. Troublesome dog, said Shikamaru. This is perfect. Come on, Ino, you'll see what I was talking about, said Sakura as she dragged Ino to a good spot to see the show. You know it's not too late to give up now, Rin Tin Tin, said Naruto. No way. If I can pull this off, the ladies back home will go to me, plus you owe me a rematch for beating me in the Chunin exams, said Kiba. Alright, if that's the way you want it. Pardon me while I get my dual disc from my ride, said Naruto, walking over to his dual runner. Wow, is that yours, Naruto? Asked Shoji. Yep. I know the maker pretty well, I can get him to make a dual runner for you guys if you like, said Naruto. Sakura nudged Ino with her elbow in a playful manner. Naruto went to the front where the gauges are and pressed a button. Disengaging dual disc. The computer said as it placed the dual disc parts on a bracer on Naruto's left arm. That fancy trick won't help you. mocked Kiba as he got his dual disc on while Akamaru sat by him. Less talk, more cards Kibble breath. Naruto shot back. Naruto 4000 Kiba 4000. Kiba and Naruto had their hands and were ready to duel. Kiba mostly had beast type and beast warrior type monsters, while Naruto has various types. I'll go first. Naruto said, drawing on his first turn. And I summon elemental hero Kamen in defense mode def. 2000, a bulky monster that looks like it's made from clay earth appeared on the field. He then placed 2 cards face down and ended his turn. Kiba smirked. Ha, like that save you. I summon Flamvel Firedog in attack mode ATK. 1900, then I play the field spell, Forest. This gives my Flamvel Firedog 200 attack and defense point boost. Flamvel Firedog. ATK. 1900 plus 200 equals 2100, not good, Kamen can't hold out against him. Naruto thought. Kiba smirked. Now Flamvel Firedog, attack that Kamen. Kiba said, making the fire-like dog send a fireball at Kamen, destroying it. Naruto then activated a trap. I activate Hero Signal. This allows me to summon an elemental hero if one of my monsters were destroyed, and I chose elemental hero Avian in attack mode. ATK. 1000, a green bird-suited man appeared on the field. Kiba laughed and ended his turn, thinking Naruto doesn't stand a chance. Naruto drew and smirked. I play Polymerization to fuse Avian from my field and Burstinatrix from my hand to summon elemental hero Flame Wingman. ATK. 2100, Avian and a red body-suited woman known as Burstinatrix flew into the air and fused to become Flame Wingman. Kiba then saw the attack points. Ha, our monsters are equal, and there is no way you can afford to lose your monster. Naruto smirked. Not if I activate H-Heated Heart to increase Flame Wingman's attack points by 500 ATK. 2100 plus 500 equals 2600, now Flame Wingman, attack Flamvel Firedog with Skydive Scorcher. Flame Wingman jumped up in the air and was surrounded by flames, heading towards Kiba's monster. Crap. Kiba thought. The attack destroyed the dog, and Kiba's life points fell. Naruto. 4000 Kiba. 3500. And if you think that was bad, Flame Wingman's superpower allows him to give you damage equal to that of your destroyed monster. Naruto announced. Flame Wingman was in front of Kiba and held out his dragon-like arm, shooting out a stream of flames. Gah, Kiba said. Naruto. 4000 Kiba. 1400. Naruto ended his turn. Kiba growled and drew. Smirking at the card, Kiba placed it face down with another card. I play 2 cards face down, and I summon Moha and attack Positionatk. 100 plus 200 equals 300. A small monster appeared on the field. Naruto thought this might be a trap, so he decided to play safe and drew. I play the spell Double Summon to allow me to summon twice, and I use that to summon both Nitro Synchronatk. 300 and Speed Warrioratk. 800 in attack mode. Naruto said as Speed Warrior and Nitro Synchron appeared on the field. Then I play the spell Oversoul to bring back elemental hero Kamen in attack mode ATK. 800. Kamen reappeared to the field. I then tune Nitro Synchron to both Kamen and Speed Warrior to synchro summon Naruto proclaimed as Nitro Synchron turned into light green rings that surrounded both Speed Warrior and Kamen, whom were both back to back, and started turning transparent and having orange outlines before being enveloped in a green light. Stardust Dragon ATK. 2500, Naruto finished. A silver and blue dragon appeared on the field, making everyone go in awe. Naruto-kun, you've gotten so strong. Hinata thought. Ino and Tenten thought the sight of the dragon was beautiful. Kiba blinked. Hey, why didn't you use polymerization for that fusion monster? Kiba asked. Naruto chuckled. This monster is a synchro monster, it doesn't need a polymerization. Instead it needs one tuner monster and one or more non-tuner monsters, and how synchro monsters are summoned is you need the synchro material levels to match the synchro material levels to match the synchro monster. Naruto explained, shocking Kiba. Naruto smirked. Now, Flame Wingman, attack Moha. Naruto said, and Flame Wingman attacked by sending a fireball towards Moha. Moha was destroyed by the fireball. I activate the trap defense draw, any battle damage I would receive becomes 0, and I can draw 1 card, and since Moha was destroyed in battle, I can return 1 monster from my graveyard that's level 4 or lower. Kiba said. Naruto smiled. But you're defenseless, so I attack you directly with Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon, attack with Cosmic Flare. Stardust Dragon shot blue flames at Kiba. Not if I activate Waboku, negating any damage done to me. Naruto sweat dropped. Then wouldn't it have been better to use that card first to save your monster? Kiba smirked. Oh, I have something planned. Naruto ended his turn, not liking the way Kiba said that. Kiba drew and played a spell card. I activate Cost Down. By discarding 1 card, I can lower the levels in my hand by 2. This allows me to summon 2000 needles. Kiba said, discarding a card and summoned an extremely spiked porcupine. Next I activate Wild Nature's Release, allowing 2000 needles attack points to be increased by the same amount as his defense points. 2000 plus 1800 equals 3800, I attack your Flame Wingman. Kiba announced, and 2000 needles shot needles at Flame Wingman and lowering Naruto's life points. Naruto. 2300 Kiba. 1400. Kiba then placed one card face down and ended his turn. Naruto drew and smirked at the card. Sorry Kiba, but this duel has to end. I activate one of Stardust Dragon's special effects. It allows me to special summon a Dark Magician from my hand, and I just drew one. Come forth, Dark Magician Ann. I know Stardust doesn't have that ability, it was suggested by someone, and I thought it was interesting, Naruto said and summoned a man in purple armor and robe on the field. And when he come to the field, any monster stronger than him goes to the graveyard. Kiba gasped as his monster got sucked down a hole that came out from under it. Now Dark Magician, attack. Kiba activated his trap. I activate Ring of Destruction, and I destroy your Dark Magician and make this duel a draw. Naruto then countered the trap. I prevent your trap's ability with Stardust Dragon's other effect, by tributing him, I can negate your trap's effect that destroys a monster. Kiba's trap card then turned into Stardust and Stardust Dragon disappeared. Dark Magician continued his attack, sending a dark magic wave and depleting Kiba's life points. Naruto. 2300 Kiba. 0. Kiba's head drooped. Dang it, I lost again. I better work on my strategies better. Naruto held out his hand. Good duel and nice try at taking the leader position, but I won't give it up without a fight. Naruto said, shaking Kiba's hand in good sportsmanship. Later. The Puzzle Club, a place where the students hang out during the academy's off hours, is also where students with talent perform. Those exams are torture. It's so good to come here to unwind. Thought Alexis Rhodes as she walked in. And now ladies and gentlemen, the MC said. It is my honor to introduce a new performer. He gave me a demo tape earlier and I can tell you right now he is hotter than a pistol. Presenting for the first time in the Puzzle Club. Naruto Uzumaki. Alexis, having seen him at his entrance exam, shot her head up at the announcement as the boy came on the stage with a guitar that has the same colors as his Stardust Dragon. The dragon's image was on it as well as Konoha's symbol. Thank you. Said Naruto as the onlookers cheered for him. A teacher of mine once told me that you must have a lot of talents under your belt so you can be a master of what you do. So I took up guitar as a hobby. The owner of this place just happened to be walking by and heard me practice. He felt he had to sign me up. To be frank, I think he made a deal with that little guy on that box of Lucky Charms. The crowd laughed at that as the stage drummer made a rim shot. Anyway, I've been going over some songs and I found one that made me think of my village leader. I hope you like it. With that, the music started. Song begins. Naruto. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for Nore met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep. So we took turns staring out the window at the darkness when boredom overtook us, he began to speak. He said, son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet and his face lost all expression. He said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. Chorus. You've got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep, cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. Chorison. When he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette and faded off to sleep. Somewhere in the darkness, the gambler he broke even. In his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. Chorusx2. Song ends. A loud cheer came from the stands as Naruto finished the song. Thank you. Said Naruto as he left the stage. Backstage he met up with Mike, the owner. See, what did I tell you? Said Mike. You're a hit, Naruto, my man. Just think about it. If you keep this up you can make 100 hit records. If I can get my own recording studio at my village. Said Naruto. You'll have to talk it over with my village leader. No way am I gonna travel to a place miles away. See you next week, Mike. Yes, see you, Naruto. Said Mike as his new star left. Geez, why does the talent that comes here have to be stubborn? He grumbled to himself. Buy you a root beer, Mr. Talented? Asked Alexis as Naruto passed by the juice bar. You're Alexis, right? Jaden told me about you. Said Naruto. And you must be the infamous Naruto. My dorm's next door to Sakura's and she wouldn't shut up about you. Said Alexis. Brack and I have been the talk of the town, said Naruto as he took a seat. What town? This is an academy, said Alexis. Figure of speech, said Naruto as his drink came up. Is there anything you can't do? Asked Alexis. Don't know. I've been taught to do so much, I might start my own school, said Naruto, making Alexis laugh. You're funny, she said. In life there's many roads, to find one that's the best for you, it's best to have a look at each one of them, said Naruto. Would you like to go to a movie sometime? Asked Alexis. I could work it in. Might have to make it a shared date, but I'm sure it's workable, said Naruto. Yeah, I heard you can take more than one wife, said Alexis. Well, I have to go, so I'll see you later. I will count the days till I see your angelic face again, said Naruto, making Alexis blush as she left. Well now. Aren't you famous, Naruto? Asked a familiar voice from behind. Naruto spun around to be face to face with Kabuto. What are you doing here? He growled out. Just a little recon work for Lord Orochimaru. He still wants to get his hands on Sasuke and those wonderful eyes of his, said Kabuto, taking a seat. Well, if you want him, you're gonna have to get through me, declared Naruto, fingering a kunai he had hidden. There's no need to make a scene here. I'm just here to tell you that we have Odo Nins here in Duel Academy ready to strike. This game of duel monsters is quite fascinating and the master intends to figure out how to use it. That virus Hunter Pace planted, we gave it to him so we can learn how to make our own duel runners. Too bad it will be gone by sunrise. Right now the computer has the power to finish making the runner being made for your pink-haired girlfriend. I just came here to give to the heads up. The master wants to test himself against you in that magical armor of yours, said Kabuto. If he wants a challenge, fine. I still owe him for forcing Gigi to sacrifice himself, growled Naruto. You're welcome to try. Just be sure to keep an eye on Sasuke from now on. We could get him at any time, said Kabuto before he left. Once he was gone, Naruto ducked under the table and wrote a note. Summoning jutsu. He cried out in a whisper, calling forth his best toad friend Gamakichi. Yo Naruto. Long time no see. How's it been? The toad asked. Try to keep your voice down, my friend. I'm supposed to be undercover. I need you to take this to Lady Tsunade ASAP, said Naruto, handing him the note. Sure thing, buddy. Once I'm done, please be sure to call me when you can. I got a whole lot of gossip for you. It's a scream, said Gamakichi. Deal, said Naruto. Alright, see ya, said Gamakichi before he disappeared. Tsunade. Tsunade was currently planning on how to get Naruto's inheritance and planning on to be rid of the current civilian council members and put up ones that do not hate Naruto and could do the job. I'm glad there are some that can do this. Tsunade thought as she reviewed the resumes from many of the people she interviewed, many of them had no ill towards Naruto. As Tsunade was starting a letter to the fire daimyo, Gamakichi appeared on her desk. Yo Tsunade, I got a message from Naruto. Gamakichi said, holding a folded piece of paper. Tsunade quickly opened it and grimaced. Orochimaru has ninja in Duel Academy and knows about Naruto's armor. Damn it, this is getting dangerous. Kushina better get there soon, Tsunade said to herself. Gamakichi left after delivering the note. Negaverse HQ. Are they ready, Camille? Asked Jedi. Yes, master. It took a lot of work to trap 5 Renshi to put the tokens on, but I did it. Presenting the 5 fingers of poison. Rantipid, Naja, Stingerla, Gakko and Todi. The 5 most dangerous warriors in your army, said Camille. Good work, my friend, said Jedi before turning to the 5 powered down Renshi beasts. Go and spread fear from the rooftops of Duel Academy. That shall turn on my power bands at long last. The 5 beasts bowed and left. Ninja Ops. So you think we can do alright in the entrance exams tomorrow, Shikamaru? Asked Choji as he and the newly arrived ninjas unrolled their sleeping bags since they haven't been sorted into dorms yet. We should. I'm just surprised that Naruto aced that duel. Who knows what else he's hiding from us. What a drag, said Shikamaru as he unrolled Ino's sleeping bag after unrolling his. Well, we should all be there for him. Naruto's reasons are his own, so I'm sure he'll tell us when the time is right, said Neji, taking care of his and Hinata's bags. A very logical response, Neji, said Shino. You know, I think Naruto falls under the craw. I know my sister Hana likes him. Maybe I can set them up together when we get back, said Kiba. Yosh. I promise I will not let Naruto down on this mission, declared Lee. If I can't do that, I'll run 900 around Duel Academy. If I can't do that, I'll punch the log 1000 times. If I can't do that, I'll do 800 sit-ups. If I can do that. We get the point, Lee. The boys shouted at him. Lee being himself again? Asked Tenten as she, Hinata and Ino came into the room dressed in their nightgowns. Yep, said Choji. Ino, where did you get that tattoo on your right arm? Asked Shikamaru. Hinata's got one as well, said Neji. The two girls in question looked at their arms and let out a loud ack. I don't think they're tattoos, they might be magical birthmarks. I've seen a couple show up on Naruto's arm as well as Sakura's during that duel. Deduced Shino. Yeah, that's right. Said Tenten. So does that mean they're connected somehow? Asked Kiba. Well, let's not worry about it now. Thinking while being sleepy is too troublesome. We might figure this out tomorrow after the exams. Said Shikamaru. The others nodded and went to sleep. Dreamscape. What are you guys doing in my dream? Asked Ino as she and the gang appeared in a well-known void. You got me. Said Choji. The others looked confused as well. That's because I linked your dreamscapes together. That why I don't have to talk to all of you one at a time. Said Helios as he appeared. Hey, you're the guy Naruto told us about. Said Tenten. I see you've been given the heads up on me. So you must know who the Sailor Scouts are. Said Helios. The ninjas nodded. Good, so I can leave that out of my explaining. With that he made a movie theater appear. A dream movie? Asked Ino. But so many here it can be a bit of a hassle to help you travel. So I came up with this. The first movie you're about to see is Naruto's life from the day he was born. Some of this is classified info that you're not supposed to be told from anyone in Konoha. But since I'm not from there, that rule doesn't apply to me. Said Helios before he started the movie. Troublesome adults. Just because of that fox inside him they treat him like dirt. That is not who Naruto is. Said Shikamaru. That is truly unacceptable. Said Shino. From time to time, my parents would let Naruto spend some time with us. And I would see a mob run around and my mom told me not to talk to them. Now I know why. Said Ino before she started to cry. For many years my father has been trying to let Naruto live with us, but the elders won't let him. Sobbed Hinata. I recall when Naruto would often hide in my family's weapons shop. My uncle would make him a set of throwing weapons to work with. Sobbed Tenten. Anyone who can match me in speed eating is alright in my book. Said Choji. I often spend some of my nights wondering about that strange chakra system from Naruto's stomach when I faced him in the Chunin exams. I can sleep better now that I know. Said Niji. Dogs and foxes are kinfolk. Anyone who treats him bad will answer to us from now on. Said Kiba. Akamaru barked in agreement. Naruto is too youthful to be a monster. Declared Lee. Helios chuckled and switched movies. This next reel is about Kyuubi's life and the reason she attacked Konoha in the first place. You'll also see her human form. He said starting it. Amaya's Kyuubi? Asked Ino when the movie ended. Demon fox or not, she was brainwashed by a troublesome member of Sasuke's clan who should be hunted down, so I see her as a comrade. Who agrees? Asked Shikamaru. The others raised their hands. Helios switched movies again. Here is how duel monsters came to be. A history that started 3,000 years ago. He said starting the third movie. Wow. How come you didn't know about this, Shikamaru? Your clan works with shadows. Said Choji. We don't research that much. It would be too troublesome. Said Shikamaru. Now Ino and Hinata, you two should pay attention. This last movie tell what you marks mean. Said Helios starting the last reel. Signers? Asked Ino looking at her mark when the movie ended. Crimson Dragon? Asked Hinata looking at her mark as well. Yes. Now to aid you in this mission you'll all need AKAs as well. I figured out some things for the boys, but I'm still racking my brain on the girls. If I figure something out I'll let you know. Said Helios making items appear in the hands of Shikamaru, Choji, Niji, Lee and Kiba. Rats. Said Ino. Ann. I need 3 Ox Scout ideas people. Now one last touch. Said Helios walking over to Niji and Hinata. You two have eyes that can raise a lot of questions, so I'll fix it so they look normal while still letting you use your taijutsu. With that he waved his hand over their eyes. When he was done Niji had brown eyes, while Hinata's was a beautiful shade of purple. Not bad. Said Niji looking at a mirror. Do you think Naruto would like this look, Ino? Asked Hinata looking at a mirror as well. Trust me Hinata, that is a hot look for you. Said Ino. Your dream time is now over. I wish all of you good luck. Said Helios before the gang was engulfed in a bright light. Duel Academy. Naruto was walking back to his dorm after telling Shepard what he learned, deep in thought. As he entered his dorm room, Jaden spoke. Yo Naruto, our new dorm master is here and wants to see you. She will be at the dorm master room. Jaden said. Naruto nodded and walked to the dorm master room. He knocked on the door and heard Kamen. Naruto entered the room and met a red-haired woman in a slifer red blazer and red pants. Her eyes were a slightly different shade of blue than Naruto's. Naruto felt a familiar bond to her that he hardly remembers. The woman looked at Naruto, smiling. Naruto, you look just like your father, only with whisker marks. She said, hugging Naruto. Naruto went wide-eyed, then hugged the woman back. Hey mom. I missed you. Naruto said, hugging her tightly. The woman smiled and kissed Naruto's forehead. Yep, I'm your mother. Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze and your father was Minato Namikaze. From what I heard from your new friend Helios, you have been doing better than in Konoha. I'm so proud of you. Kushina said. Naruto smiled. Thanks mom, you'd be surprised what I faced recently and how I also beat it. Naruto said. Kushina nodded. Yes, your hero persona is Rayoteni and how you've been getting girls on you. Naruto slightly blushed, causing Kushina to laugh. It's good to have you here mom. Naruto hugged his mom again and she hugged back. Naruto and Kushina broke their hug and decided to go to bed. Next morning, before sunrise. Naruto. What are you doing up this early? Asked Kushina seeing her son at the yard. If I'm going to talk to the Sailor Scouts, I should talk to them before classes. Said Naruto before he pressed a button on his bracer which summoned his dual runner. Well I suppose that would be a good idea. Just be careful girls are kinda cranky when they wake up before breakfast. Said Kushina. You got it mom. See you later. Said Naruto as he got on his runner and rode off. Blue Dorm. Ah there you are Naruto. The stage is all set. Said Pegasus as Naruto arrived. Could we please get this over with? I don't like being up before sunrise. Said Kaiba. Don't worry Mr. Kaiba. Said Naruto. Sakura-chan knows the plan and knowing her, she should be here in 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone. Said Sakura as she walked to the group. Told you? Said Naruto. Yeah I know. Said Kaiba before turning to Sakura. It took us a while with the delay Hunter Pace has set us. But we managed to finish your dual runner. With that, he uncovered said dual runner. It's beautiful. Said a teary-eyed Sakura. And I made a color change circuit so it can change when you change to Sailor Earth so you can keep your secret. Said Kaiba making Sakura hug him extra hard. Oh thank you so much Mr. Kaiba. She squealed. You're welcome. May I have some air please? Kaiba gasped out making Sakura let go him. Sorry about that. I forget my own strength sometimes. She said. Kaiba patted her shoulder to let her know it's okay while trying to regain his breath. And here are the speed spell cards you'll need for turbo duels. As well as some tuner monsters and synchro monsters. Even your signer dragon partner. Said Pegasus making Sakura hug him as well after she took the cards. Naruto pried her off so he could breathe. So Shepard told us there's new ninjas around. Said Kaiba. Yep. The rest of our graduating class as well as a team that made it out of the academy the year before. Said Naruto. Looks like I got some more dual runners to make. Sighed Kaiba. Lucky I have my company work around the clock making speed spells. Said Pegasus. I would love to stay and chat some more, but we have a lot to do before the sun comes up gentlemen. Said Naruto as he and Sakura got on their dual runners and put on their helmets. You even know how to ride Sakura? Asked Kaiba. Naruto-kun may be the highest ranking male on that game, but I am the highest ranking female. Said Sakura. Did you leave that note for Serena? Asked Naruto. Yep. And I made Amy a note too. Lucky thing she's next door to us. Said Sakura. Well let's go to Yellow and pick up Amaya. I'm sure she left Ray, Lita and Mina notes since they're her roommates. Said Naruto. Ready to go. Said Sakura. Then let's rock and ride. Said Naruto before they sped off. Shepard did say he was going to introduce Kushina at the entrance exams today right? Asked Kaiba. Indeed yes Kaiba boy. And I'm sure she'll want a dual runner as well. Said Pegasus. Lucky for them you're paying me for all those runners. Said Kaiba. Very true. Said Pegasus. But the scouts. The girls were yawning, having to get up early in the morning to meet with Naruto, Sakura and Amaya. IWONDER yawn why they ask us to be out here early. Serena said. Amy was still rubbing her eyes. From what I can guess, it's something about their home village. After Amy said that, the girls heard 2 motorcycles heading towards them. Turning, they saw 2 dual runners stopping not too far from them. 3 people got of the 2 dual runners. Sakura got of her dual runner and Naruto, and Amaya got off of Naruto's dual runner. Lita was the first to speak. Why did you 3 tell us to be here this early? Naruto slightly chuckled. Sorry ladies, but this is important. I finally got permission to tell you ladies about the mission Sakura and I are on. Naruto said and Sakura took over the explanation. We are ninjas from a village called Konoha. Our mission is to protect the students at Duel Academy from threats while posing as students and events led up to our leader sending backup and will enter here after the entrance exams. The girls blinked. Wow, no wonder Naruto was good at fighting those guys when I was in a jam. Ray said. Sakura, Amaya, and Naruto smirked. We also know your secret as Sailor Scouts, Naruto said, shocking the girls. But you're about to see ours. Ready? Sakura nodded and held out her wand. Earth Crystal Power Sakura announced, transforming into Sailor Earth and shocking the girls. Naruto then put on the Ryo buckle. Enshin Naruto said, was covered by a mass swirl of feathers before they faded away, turning him back into Rayoteni. Amaya smirked and changed into an armored form. It was feminine and fox-like. I'm sure you're shocked at this, but again you need not worry about me, Sakura, Amaya, and the others blowing out secrets. RT said. Serena asked. How? I mean RT placed his hand on Serena's shoulder. You can thank Helios for giving me and Sakura these powers and freeing Amaya. I will also do my best to make up for Darian's death. RT said, caressing Serena's cheek. Sailor Earth, Amaya, and RT changed back to normal and led the girls to Ninja Ops. Ninja Ops. Hey guys, up and at them. Said Naruto as he and his party came in and was glumped by Hinata, Ino and Tenten, who started crying. A friend of yours, who has a horn on his head, visited us in our dreams last night. Said Shikamaru. Naruto rolled his eyes at that. Are we still friends? He asked. Then ninjas nodded. Thanks guys. With that, he patted the trio on their backs to let them know it was alright till they let go. So Amaya, what are you going to call your superhero look? Asked Sakura. I think Storm Fox has a nice ring to it. Said Amaya. Wow. This place is impressive. Said Amy. Yeah, good thing this place is big enough to fit all of us. Said Naruto. Well, with 3 bigwigs, it may as well be. A new voice said, making everybody but Naruto tense. Everyone, I have a surprise for you. After all my life I thought I was an orphan, well it turns out I wasn't. Things played out to look that way thanks to Danzo. I would like all of you to meet my mother and the new head of the Red Dorm. Kushina Uzumaki. He announced proudly as said girl appeared. Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze. I was married to the 4th Hokage after all. Kushina corrected, making all the ninjas gasp. Naruto-kun, you're the son of the 4th Hokage? Asked Sakura. I just found out last night, so I'm just as surprised as you are. Said Naruto. It does make sense when you take off the whisker marks. No one figured it out. What a drag. Said Shikamaru. But how? Asked Choji. Danzo tricked me into thinking Naruto was dead after Minato took him after he was born. Said Kushina, placing a hand on Amaya's shoulder to let her know she forgives her. So I left to rebuild my home village. The ninjas cursed Danzo under their breaths after hearing that. Well, she's here now, that's all that matters. It's logical that we move forward. Said Shino. You're right as always, Shino. Said Naruto before he introduced everyone to his mother. I must say, Naruto, you sure have your father's luck in meeting beautiful girls. All of them look like they can help you make me lots of grandchildren in the future. Said Kushina, making Naruto and the girls brush. Mom, must you? Screamed Naruto. The mother's duty. Said Kushina. Well, it's nice to meet you, Lady Kushina. Said Sakura, making Kushina look at her. I know your family, your dad's been competing with Minato for years to net me. And your mom has been trying to net Minato for that long as well. I did like your uncle on your father's side. He was a good friend. She said. I'm moving in with him once this mission is over till the wedding. Said Sakura, shaking. Good girl. Said Kushina before turning to the other ninjas. I recall your families as well. All of them was good friends. It's good to see that while the more things change, the more things stay the same. She stopped to look at Hinata and Niji. Helios did a good job on making over those eyes, they're really pretty. Thank you, Lady Kushina. Said Niji while Hinata fainted. Something tells me I'd better work on that shyness a bit before we get to the exam hall. I'll see you all later. Said Kushina, picking up Hinata and leaving. You heard her, guys. Get your decks and let's rev it up. Said Naruto, making the ninjas get ready. Entrance exams. Many potential students for Duel Academy were getting ready to duel the school proctors, including teams 8, 10, and Guy. Chancellor Shepard walked up to a mic and his voice was heard on the stereos. I'd like to welcome all the potential students in entrance exams. I would also like to introduce a new member to the Duel Academy staff, Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze as the Slifer Red Dorm head. Said girl walked up to the mic. Thank you, Chancellor Shepard. This goes out to all who live in my dorm. A lot of people think of you as the lowest of the low, that you're a bunch of slackers. Well, I'm going to bust my rear to make sure that stops here and now. She was stopped when she heard Dr. Crowler laughing, so she punched him in the nose before she continued. A lot of you have been complaining about the food, but don't worry, I'm a great cook. A lot of the red students cheered at that. But make no mistake, you cross the line, and I'll punish you so hard you think you're in the armed forces. The students shivered at that as Shepard took the mic back. He gulped a bit before he spoke. Thank you, Kushina. Now without further ado. Let the duels begin. The duels began for everyone. The ninja teams passed their duels and were arranged sent to different dorms. Hinata and Niji were in obelisk blue. Ino, Tenten, Lee, and Shikamaru were in raw yellow. Kiba and Choji were in slifer red. Naruto, whom was watching their duels, smirked as his friends mated. Duel Academy just got more interesting. BA, rooftops. Very impressive. Said Naja when the exams ended. This Duel Monsters looks like a good game, said Gakko. Some of those guys look like they have fast hands, said Rantipid. It does look fun, said Stingerla. Duh, I don't get it, said Toady. What are you five doing here? Asked Camille as she appeared. Duh, we were watching the exams, said Toady. Well, Master Jedi sent me to find what the holdup was. Now you get to work or else, Camille commanded before she disappeared. She's right, we did waste a lot of time. Begin the attack, said Naja. Ninja ops. Man Naruto, how did you get this lucky? Asked Kiba as he watched Kushina talk with the girls. Not me. I guess women are attracted to sob stories, said Naruto while petting Luna who was on his lap. I bet. Naruto, could you see if you can find me a girl? I think you owe me since I suggested that there should be an animal care center for students' pets, said Kiba. I thought you missed your sister. Why else you would ask me to send a toad to Tsunade to ask for her? Asked Naruto. Because my sister Hana has a crush on you and I thought this can be the excuse for her to come here, said Kiba, making Naruto freeze up. Kiba, why did you have to say that? I was liking that petting, whined Luna. Kiba, a favor? Asked Artemis, walking up with Akamaru chewing on his tail. Can you get your dog off of me? Kiba nodded and picked his partner up. What a drag. What else can happen today? Asked Shikamaru just as the alarm sounded. Me and my big mouth. We got trouble at the roofs, said Sakura, checking the computers. Looks like there's 5 powered down Renshi beasts this time, said Amy. Well, I say we go over there and get them, said Lita. Agreed. Scouts, you're with me. The rest of you keep watch, said Sakura. What about Naruto? Asked Choji, waving a hand in front of the dazed hero's face. He'll be alright. His father went through the same thing one time. I can snap him out of it and send him to you, said Kushina. Thanks, Lady Kushina, said Sakura before she and the scouts transformed and left. Battle zone. Ah, I love the smell of fear in the morning, said Naja. Then you should switch to Dekif, said Sailor Earth as she and the scouts appeared. Ah, Sailor Scouts. We was waiting for you, said Naja as his teammates appeared before they transformed and introduced themselves. 5 fingers of poison. How strange is that? Asked Jupiter. You'll see. Get them, ordered Naja as the 5-some blasted the scouts to the ground, forcing them to power down. Ninja ops. He's still out, said Ino after trying to snap Naruto out of his shock for the 10th time. The best way to wake him up is with a kiss. His father had the same look on him when I told him I was pregnant, said Kushina. Hinata and Ino blushed. You should do it, Hinata. You was crushing on him first, said Ino. Hinata was shaking like a leaf. If that's the only way, I'll do it, she said, going up to Naruto and kissing him full on the lips, forcing herself not to faint. Naruto woke up and returned the kiss with great passion. You don't need to say it. I love you too, Hinata, he said when the kiss ended. That was all Hinata could take, so she fainted. My baby's growing up so fast, thought a teary-eyed Kushina. Where are the others? Asked Naruto. We got a Renshi attack, so they left to take them out, said Niji. How are they doing? Asked Naruto. They got blasted off the roof, said Choji. Naruto then got to his dual runner, transformed and raced out before anyone can blink. Battle zone. What just happened? Asked Lita when she and the scouts came to. They attacked so fast, they didn't give us a chance to counter, said Amy. Heads up team, it's round 2, said Sakura, seeing the 5 fingers in their powered down forms. This time they was not alone. Jedi! Screamed Serena, Amy and Ray as one. Long time no see, Miss Moon, said Jedi. I thought we killed you a long time ago, said Serena. Not exactly. You see, Beryl transported me back to the pole where she encased me in a crystal which made me sleep and see my worst nightmares. She intended for me to stay there forever. But a cosmic event freed me from it. I found a few artifacts that made me get the Negaverse back in order. The Renshi and those beast tokens, that's what I used to turn them into Renshi beasts, by the way, was part of it. As well as a machine that takes the fear from humans for power. Once it is fully charged, I can take over the universe, said Jedi. I have bad news for you, Jedi. I'm more powerful than I was back then, said Serena, getting up. Yes, well, another item I found was a mirror that can show me everything and everyone, past and present. I used that to catch up on what I missed, and I saw all the adventures you had since we last met. It also has a voice matcher, so that's how I found out who you are. Another item I found is these 2 armbands I'm wearing, said Jedi as he showed them. Anything else? Asked Serena. I also found Camille encased in stone. She agreed to serve me after I freed her. She does make good company. Now since you killed Beryl for me, I am grateful. But I am mad for all those times you made me look like a fool. So I asked myself, how do I go about this? And I answered myself, kill her in a way she don't suffer too bad. Your mind, Sailor Moon. Lion Beast Spirit Unleash. At Jedi's command, his armbands glowed, encasing him in black and gold lion-style armor. The scouts were shocked at Jedi's transformation, and Jedi chuckled. This is the power of the lion beast, now let's see how it compares to you. 5 fingers, attack the scouts, but Miss Moon is mine. Naja and the other Renshi beasts nodded and attacked the other scouts, while Jedi started fighting Sailor Moon. Toady was dealing with Sailor Jupiter, overwhelming her with his strength. Sailor Mars was becoming frustrated with Stingerella because of her dance-like movements. Brantipede was having an easy time with Sailor Mercury and injected her with his painful, non-lethal poison. Gakko dodged all of Sailor Venus's attacks and landed painful hits on Sailor Venus. Sailor Earth was trying to hold off Naja, but he proved to be difficult to fight and was kicked down. Sailor Moon was being beaten by Jedi in his armored form. While Sailor Moon was fighting Jedi, she noticed a strange tattoo, similar to Sakura's, on her right arm. The other scouts were down in pain, unable to move at the moment, and Sailor Moon was surrounded. Jedi chuckled and said. Stingerella, inject her with some of your paralysis venom. Stingerella quickly moved behind Sailor Moon and stuck her stinger into her neck before Sailor Moon could react and prevent this. Sailor Moon felt her body stiff up and was then quickly on the ground. The Renshi beasts bowed and Naja asked. What are your orders, master? Jedi smirked under his armored helmet. You can head back to headquarters, I can take care of Miss Moon myself. The 5 fingers of poison nodded and left. Jedi pulled out a sword that looked like a lion's tail. Well, Miss Moon, looks like you'll join your prince very soon. Jedi said and rose his sword to cut Sailor Moon's head off, but a stray flying rose hit Jedi's armored hand, forcing him to drop the sword away from Sailor Moon. The other scouts painfully turned to see Rayoteni in the tree. Jedi, you harmed and even tried to kill my comrades. That is unforgivable and I will defeat you with all my strength. Rayoteni said, drawing Kamen. Jedi chuckled and picked up his sword. Let's see who is stronger then, I know about you, Rayoteni. Rayoteni jumped out of the tree and got into a stance. The 2 armored men started walking away from the scouts before dashing off closer to Duel Academy. Jedi jumped towards Rayoteni and slashed at him, but Rayoteni blocked it with Kamen. You're quite good, but I'm better. Jedi said and knee Rayoteni in the gut, giving the armored villain a chance to slash diagonally on Rayoteni's chest. Rayoteni backed up and dodged some incoming attacks from Jedi. They were close to the entrance of the academy, and Rayoteni ran up one of the stone columns to dodge one of Jedi's slashes, forcing Jedi's blade into the stone columns. Jumping back down, Rayoteni landed behind Jedi and made a slash on the villain's back. Gah, I'll get you for that. Jedi pulled out his sword from the column and swung it too fast for Rayoteni to block. While Rayoteni was still on the ground, Jedi kicked Rayoteni into the nearby outside wall of the academy, 10 feet from the ground. Damn it, this guy is powerful. Rayoteni thought and started to fall. Rayoteni gathered himself enough to try and land on his feet, but Jedi was fast enough to grab Rayoteni by his neck and slammed him into the wall. Rayoteni grunted. Jedi smirked evilly under his helmet and said. Ah, the infamous Rayoteni, a so-called hero of the academy, but let's see how much a hero he is when he's impaled. Unknown to Jedi, Rayoteni reached for his belt and pulled out a gun-like item, pointed it at Jedi's armored chest and pulled the trigger. The gun-like item fired energy shots that landed on Jedi's chest, damaging it and forcing the villain to let go. That gave Rayoteni time to say. Sajako Henshin, fire. Rayoteni was surrounded in burning feathers and changed back to his fire form. Rayoteni, fire form. Jedi chuckled and the 2 clashed each other with their swords. Time to play dirty. Jedi thought. I call on the spirit of the lion. A transparent black and gold lion appeared and swung its paw at Rayoteni, knocking the angelic dragon warrior back. Jedi laughed and stomped on Rayoteni's chest. I see, you're not as strong as I thought. Too bad, I was beginning to have fun. I'll enjoy mounting your head next to Moon's. Rayoteni started to become angry and gripped Jedi's black and gold armored leg. The Ryu buckle started to spark with gold electricity and 8 golden wings appear as an engraving around the dragon head coin. Jedi then noticed how Rayoteni was being enveloped in golden electricity, changing his armor. The bodysuit turned from black to red. The fire-red parts of the armor turned gold and a little more fire-like. Rayoteni's helmet changed to red as well as the gem turned into a shape of a golden flaming dragon head. This was Rayoteni's Nova form. So you got a new form, not like that's going to help you. Why is my leg burning up? Jedi saw smoke coming from where Rayoteni was gripping until his legs started afire. Ow ow ow, put it out, put it out, put it out. Jedi yelled, swinging his leg. Rayoteni got up and picked up Kamen in his Nova form. Kamen was now 3.5 feet long, the blade a deeper red and had a gold flame-shaped tip. Nova Rayoteni start, gripping the sword with both of his hands. blazing slash. The blade was surrounded by flames. Rayoteni quickly ran up, gave a powerful slash at Jedi's armored form, sending the villain flying into a tree with his armor smoking. Gah! Jedi grunted. Rayoteni put Kamen away and crouched with his right foot pointing towards Jedi. Nova Dragon Kick. Rayoteni said, jumping into the air for a flying sidekick that was ignited with bright flames. Here I are, Rayoteni cried, heading towards Jedi. Jedi chuckled. I'll take my leave now, but I'll return for my revenge on you. Jedi said, vanishing. Rayoteni cancelled his attack and landed on his feet to look for Jedi. Damn, he got away. Rayoteni said before moving towards the Sailor Scouts to help them. Ninja Op Med Bay. Naruto was taking care of the injured Sailor Scouts thanks to the use of clones and helping them feel better as best as he could. Naruto, you've done enough already, take a break. Sakura said in her bed. Naruto shook his head. I can't do that, Sakura-chan. It's my fault that I wasn't there in time to stop Jedi from hurting you all. Naruto said, caressing Sakura's left cheek. The other scouts, save for Serena, were sleeping after Naruto eased the pain as best he could. Sakura sighed and continued to make Naruto to take a break. Naruto-kun, could you sit next to me? Asked Serena. Naruto did just that. What's on you, mind bunny ears? He asked. At Serena's confused look, he explained. I recall seeing a cartoon that has a rabbit with its ears like the way you have those pigtails. He came up with a pet name for me like Darien did. Thought Serena, tearing up till she felt Naruto dry her eyes with his handkerchief. Let's not have that. Your eyes are too beautiful for tears. He soothed. Sorry. I just wanted to say I know how you feel. I often wish I was there with Darien, then he wouldn't have died. Said Serena. There was no way of knowing that attack will come out when it did. Said Naruto. It's not only that, it reminded me of losing Nephrite. Said Serena. I remember him from Darien's memories, wasn't that the bad guy your pal Molly fell in love with? Asked Naruto. Serena nodded. It took Molly a long time to get over that. Sometimes I can still hear her crying. She said. Naruto took out a picture of the third Hokage. Is that the grandfather figure you told me about? Asked Serena. Naruto nodded. He was the first person who was ever kind to me. He died while fighting an old student of his who went bad. I can still remember going to his funeral. It was raining that day. After that I promised myself I would never lose anyone close to me ever again. He said. Serena wrapped her arms around him. Just don't try too hard. You don't have to go through it alone. I will always be with you no matter what. I promise. I know we haven't known each other long, but I sense we can do a lot together. She said. Naruto smiled and hugged her back. You know, somehow I sense that as well. He said before they trapped each other's lips in a passionate kiss before they fell asleep in each other's arms. Way to go, Serena, I think you'll fit in just fine. Thought Sakura before she went to sleep as well. Dreamscape. The scouts opened their eyes to see that they were all in each other's dreams. Why do I have the feeling Helios wants us for something? Serena asked. I see you're starting to gain the mind of a detective princess. Said Helios as he appeared in front of the scouts before going on. It's time for you all to know everything Naruto and the other ninjas do. Helios said and then explained about the Crimson Dragon and signers. How is that related to us? Amy asked. Helios pointed at Serena. Serena is one of the signers, as is Naruto, Sakura, Hinata and Ino. Serena then rose her right arm and saw the birthmark. So I'm one of these signers. But how will that help us defeat the Negaverse? Helios smiled. The power of the Crimson Dragon can wipe out the Negaverse once and for all, but I do not know how the signers summon it. It has been ages since the last summoning of the Crimson Dragon. Helios looked at a clock nearby. We have enough time for me to show you Naruto's past. Helios waved his arm and showed the scouts the past of the blonde boy that has been helping them lately. The girls were in tears, crying about the pain that Naruto has suffered. I know it is not an easy thing to see. How could those jerks do that when he was younger? Lita asked. Helios explained. Amaya is really the Kyuubi no Kitsune, but she was forced to attack by a relative of Sasuke's. Helios then handed Serena a new tiara. Here, it's to replace your old one that you lost. Serena smiled. Thanks. The tiara glowed and went inside Serena's moon crystal. Helios pulled out a memory stick and a box, then gave them to Amy and Ray. Inside is a program for an online bingo book of rogue ninja that you may encounter. The box is a replica of your family's shrine that can come out and go back in the box, for moving reasons. Amy and Ray smiled. You're really generous, Helios, I wish we could repay you somehow. Amy said. Helios smiled lightly. Just defeat the Negaverse and we'll call it even. In Konoha. Tsunade had received another message from Naruto, the scouts were going to be out of commission for a while, unless she sent a medic nin. Shizune, I have an assignment for you. Tsunade told Shizune. I'm sending you and Hana to Duel Academy to heal some allies Naruto has gained and Sakura, seeing as they were injured by an attack. Hana will also be a vet for any pets at the academy. Shizune nodded. Yes Tsunade-sama, I'll start packing. Shizune left the room and before the door closed, Anko barged in and Kurenai quickly followed. Tsunade-sama, I request that I go with Shizune to Duel Academy. Orochimaru and his troops are somewhere there and I would be a great resource to the mission. Anko said, while Kurenai also requested to go to Duel Academy to keep Anko in line and help the others. Tsunade thought for a moment. Alright, but only because you know Orochimaru when he was still in Konoha and know some of his strategies and abilities. I will fill you in on the details of what has happened so far from Naruto's reports. Negaverse HQ. I'm back master. Said Camille as she entered the throne room. How did she stop herself when she saw Jedi on a wheelchair with a cast on his leg? In case you want to know what happened to me, I underestimated that ninja pest. Said Jedi. How bad is it? Asked Camille. With this fast-acting cast I have on, I should be ready for action again in a couple of days. Said Jedi. I'm so sorry I wasn't there to help. Said Camille. I did send you somewhere else. Now that I faced him I saw for myself what an amazing fighter he is. He fought with a great ferocity that I've never seen before. I know we're on opposing sides, but I can approve of someone such as that. A fighter such as that in my way will make my conquest all the more fun. Said Jedi. I am happy you found such a challenge master. Said Camille. These cards are for you. Jedi smirked as he took the cards. Good work my friend. With these cards my deck is complete. Now all I need is a dual runner with a detachable dual disc as well as some speed spell cards and I'll be ready to use the power of the shadow games. Said Jedi before he started laughing. Ninja Op Kitchen. Naruto was making breakfast for the girls after he got up. I'm glad the girls accept me for who I am and not hate me for being a Jinchuriki. I really should thank Helios. Naruto thought while making the girls' favorite breakfasts. Naruto chuckled, despite him having a lot of ramen in his apartment, he was pretty good at cooking and baking goods. Don't forget the cinnamon sugar, Serena likes it. A young voice said. Naruto nodded. Right, thanks wait a minute. Naruto quickly turned to see a pink-haired girl with similar pigtails to Serena. Who are you? Rini giggled. Oh right, I'm Rini. I came from the future to see my parents fight Jedi and help them. Rini? Asked Naruto before he tapped into Darian's memories. But how? I thought when Darian passed on you faded out. Well not really. You see Crystal Tokyo was a Genjutsu over Konoha in the future. A hologram of Darian was made to complete the trick. The bad guys that became the Nigamoon went through a brainwashing ring to fall for the ruse like the scouts. Said Rini as a familiar grey kitten landed on her head. I take it? Asked Naruto. Rini nodded. Okay, so who's your real dad? I'm looking at him silly. Said Rini making Naruto faint. Rini giggled seeing her future father faint. Kuei Kushina shouted as she quickly entered the kitchen and started cuddling the pink-haired girl. I can't believe I have a cute granddaughter. Kushina said. Rini hugged back. Grandma, it's good to see you again, you look the same as ever. Kushina smiled and rubbed her future granddaughter's head. That's so sweet of you to say, now let's get your father up so he can serve breakfast to the scouts. Rini nodded and the two proceeded to wake the unconscious blonde. Chapter end. What if powerful Naruto council bashing Yu-Gi-Oh end here and thanks for watching my video till the end.